The following is a production of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Student-led, student-centered, student-serving.
And what a night for homecoming football in Frederick, Colorado. Welcome, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network and our homecoming special, our first ever homecoming special here on GEBN. I am not Dante LaChuga. This is not Carly Evans. They get the night off because, holy cow, it's homecoming. It's a homecoming special. Instead, my name is Jake Marsing. I'm excited to be the advisor of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, joined tonight by the former head coach of Frederick football, Mr. Thad Lear. Mr. Lear, thank you so much for being up here, Coach.
Well, thanks for having me.
Hey,
looking forward to it.
We're excited to call a good game tonight between your Frederick Golden Eagles and the Scottsbluff Bearcats, and we'll go live to the third member of our team, Frida Wishman, down on the sideline. Frida?
What's up, Golden Eagles? I'm Frederick here with your sideline reporting. Big game tonight, homecoming. Frederick looking to pull a win against the Scottsbluff Bearcats. I feel the energy. I think it's going to be a good one. Back to you guys.
Or no, Cassie.
We know that we had a little bit of technical issues. There are no worries. We're going to work out the transmitter issues. Sometimes things work and sometimes they don't, Coach. We are hoping tonight that things are going to work for these Frederick Golden Eagles.
Yeah, I agree, Coach. They've made some progress from week 1 to week 2. We want to continue to see that happen, and good things are on the horizon. I know the kids are working hard. I've watched the coaches and kids all summer, and I've watched them the last week. They're putting in the time.
They have been putting in the time. It's been a tough go here at the start of the season for Frederick. When you look at this team, Coach, and you look at this game tonight, the Scottsbluff Bearcats come into this one 2-0. What is it going to take for the Golden Eagles to get a win here tonight when we look at the keys to this game?
Well, tonight, Coach, I think as a coach, former coach, you're going to be looking for continued growth from your younger players. You want to get some good positive things. I think you saw that last week in that third quarter. That third quarter offense really came alive, and certainly that defense for the first 3 quarters was really doing the job. So you want to continue to see that grow, make some more improvements. Second thing I think they need to do is eliminate some mistakes. They had some mistakes early that kind of cost them, and they fell behind early. So they want to eliminate those early mistakes, and I know as coaches and players, that's what they focused on, I'm sure, all week long. And then finally, defensively, they're going to have to control a really high-powered run game. They got a quarterback who's right behind their returning running back, who is college, definitely a Division I prospect, and they've got their hands full with a good running game, and clearly just by looking at the warm-ups, there's a lot of size on that offensive line, so they're going to have their hands full. But if they can continue to try to control the run game or contain them, good things could happen for the Eagles tonight.
And we'll talk a lot about that number 6 that they've got over there. We saw him last year. When we come back here in a minute, we're going to look at some of the highlights from that game last year. You see right now the anticipation on the sideline as your Golden Eagles are almost ready to come out on the field for homecoming. We will have kickoff when we come back right here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty, and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadell Realty.
us backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Pothole! Les Schwab tires is too. Because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Santos. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Frederick High School, and you are watching GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagles!
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network and our presentation of Homecoming Football, our homecoming special here on GEBN. I'm Jake Marsing alongside Coach Thad Lear, the former head coach of the Frederick football team. Joining us tonight, filling in for Carly and Dante. We're not the great student announcers they are, Coach, but we're going to do our best tonight, I think.
We'll give it a whirl.
We'll give it a whirl. We'll see what we can do. Right now, we are anxiously awaiting the arrival of the Frederick Golden Eagle football team on this homecoming night. We have lots and lots of surprises in store for you over the course of the evening. We're excited to bring you all sorts of good stuff, but we are anxiously awaiting this team, these players. Coach, when you're starting off a season in the way that this Golden Eagle squad has, it's a little challenging to be maybe up for a game like this where, you know, you're playing a 2-0 Scottsbluff team. If you were in that locker room right now, what's your message to this team?
You know, I think I'm going to concentrate on you want to make sure, again, like say, remind them that today you get a chance to do something that not many people get to do. Get excited. I mean, this is a challenge, and we always approached it as go out and step up and get your moment in the sun, I guess, if you will. They get to play against one of the top running backs, I guess you'd say, in the state of Nebraska, and obviously he's a Division I recruit. You know, it's a challenge. So I think you challenge him like that, and then again, you tell him to continue to trust the process. You've put a lot of time in the off season and obviously in the start of this season. So you just got to remind them to try to focus on the positive things they did.
And we're going to and I mean, you saw that in that Monarch game, right? I was downstairs on the big PA mic in that game, and you saw them start figuring things out as we right now are welcoming the Frederick Golden Eagles onto the field, led by Kamarly Davey, the senior, making his appearance tonight. He's going to have a big role this evening. But you saw last week, Coach, how that team started to figure things out, especially in the second half. And then whether it's conditioning or whatever it is, they kind of lose the thread there later on, right?
You know, I think defensively they had it going from the get-go, and offensively it was good for them to see some cross that end zone, get it into the end zone, and again, that confidence just started to build, and then unfortunately Monarch found a couple things they liked, and we weren't able to adjust and stop them, and they pulled one out. So as a coach, you really wish you could have that last quarterback, but again, there's all lessons to be learned, and especially when you got a young team like we've got, a bunch of first-time starters this year. So you got to be patient with them and be positive.
You learn those lessons, but this team learned some lessons from playing this Scottsbluff Bearcat team last season as well. And we happened at GEBN to go out to Nebraska to cover that game live, and we wanted to show you a little bit about what that game had in store. Let's take a look at the highlights from that game last year as we get a sense of what was going on there. You see the way that this Scottsbluff team runs. This is again last year. The running back there is big number 6, Sebastian Boyle, making a play, cutting his way all the way to the end zone. But the Golden Eagle offense, led by Gavin Ishmael, who was a sophomore last year, he made plays too, right? He made plays throughout the game. You go back and look at that game, and there were some real opportunities for Frederick to get a win right there, as you see Ishmael in the highlights. Set up, throw down the field, making plays left and right, finding ways to score points. It wound up being a competitive football game, Coach.
Yeah, you know, I think it was a little more competitive than I think the score probably would indicate. I know they got some scores in there late, but again, both teams are replacing a lot of players from last year's team, so obviously they've started out with a little more positive juice from the 2 wins, but again, if we can take some positive things out of the last 2 weeks, find those positives, build on them, and maybe we get some breaks tonight and things will work our way.
Second year under the head coach, Matt Lloyd. That was his first game out of state, right? And as you see on the highlight there, another play made by Ishmael as he rolls right, cuts back, and scores a touchdown for your Golden Eagles to cut the score. Wound up being a 43 to 20 final score. So definitely a multi-possession game, but a game that the Eagles really hung in there at the end as Ishmael, again, making plays. Ishmael and, guys like Cruz Zamudio, who are no longer a part of this team, right? Graduated seniors last year, but had a really good opportunity to make plays. So we'll see if Gavin and the rest of the boys who were in Scottsbluff last year can make plays against this Bearcat team this year.
Definitely. Let's hope for the best. We got to stay with them. They've got a great crowd tonight. Hopefully the crowd can encourage them and get some positive things going for us early.
That is the deal, as we are going to take a look at the Golden Eagle Marching Band right now, getting ready to take a look at our national anthem. We will go live to the field right now. Go your Golden Eagles, your national anthem from that Golden Eagle Marching Band. We will hear from them later tonight. Lots of homecoming surprises in store tonight, Coach. It's a big night. What does homecoming mean for a football team?
It's for your homecoming. To me, it was always about the football game when I was playing in high school, and we always like to think of it that way as coaches. But it's kind of hard as a coach. Sometimes they got all the things going all week long, and sometimes they get a little distracted. But the one thing you always want to do is put on a good show for your big crowd, and certainly you want to see and enjoy. I see some former players down on the sideline. I've seen some of my former players as they were entering the stadium. So it's always a good time to reflect on things you've done in the past. So, but as a coach, you definitely want to go out and execute.
Yeah, and this obviously an early homecoming this year, scheduled for lots of reasons, scheduled in part because of the Jewish holiday next week when there was some talk about it being against Silver Creek. But it is tonight. It is here. We are almost ready to go as your Golden Eagles are getting set to take on the Scottsbluff Bearcats. We're really looking forward to this. It should be a competitive football game. We're hoping to have an awesome broadcast for you this evening. Our whole student crew, minus some usuals, Carly and Dante, but everybody else is out there, and your Golden Eagles are ready to kick this ball off to the Scottsbluff Bearcats.
Frederick Golden Eagles, number 46, Dylan Norwood.
We are almost ready to go here from Frederick, Colorado. Coach, looking forward to hopefully a good homecoming football game here.
Definitely. Let's get it started by kicking this thing out of the end zone, huh, Jake?
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Dylan Norwood squibs it here, an early surprise. Little bit of a squib, or was that an onside attempt, Coach?
It looked like a little of both. They're up back. Clearly was ready for it. Fielded the ball, got down, and they're going to have good field position to start the game.
Good field position to start the game. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at a player that we are going to have our eyes on all night tonight, and that is the big running back for the Scottsbluff Bearcats, number 6. Do I see him out there? We'll take a look here. That is Sebastian Boyle. Big number 6, obviously a guy that had a huge impact on this game last year. Boyle rushed over the course of his career 165-yard average per game. He's been an absolute wrecking ball in the backfield for all sorts of folks over the course of his high school career. This ball, though, to start, it's going to go down to not number 6, Sebastian Boyle, but instead a carry here to number 26. That is Frankie Trevino for Scottsbluff. So we don't see Boyle out there yet, but he is somebody that you're going to want to keep an eye on over the course of this ball game, as we're going to have 2nd down and 4 yards to go coming up here in a moment.
Yeah, they just ran right at us. You know, they just ran right behind those big offensive linemen and pulled off a good 8-yard gain to start the game.
Handoff there once again, brought down, number 8 on the carry for Scottsbluff, and that might be enough for 1st down yardage. We'll take a look. Here they will go ahead and move the chains. Braden Stark on that tackle.
And I think it's number 29, not 26.
29, that would make sense.
First down for Scottsbluff.
You know, surprised not to see number 6 out there. Oh, there, is that him right there? Down to the left. No, that's number 5, their quarterback. So we'll take the snap out of the shotgun here. Handoff left side.
Again to number 29. A little better job up front for sure.
Brought down on that one by Ian Buffington, the senior.
Nice job picking up those offensive linemen, and a good job filling from the cornerback by Ian.
Number 22, Ian Buffington.
Scottsbluff, once again, back out here for a 2nd and 8 play. Quarterback Nate Kelly in the backfield. Handoff, once again, breaks the tackle. Big man brought down, Tavin Haggerty on that tackle there.
They're running that little inside counter action, bringing that wing back across.
I mean, this is something we saw last year, and you and I talked about it earlier today, Coach. It's just that kind of option, shotgun, cut, boom, boom kind of deal. And we'll see what happens here. Big 3rd down early. Let's see if this Golden Eagle defense can get off the field.
You know, to be honest, Jake,
and they will not. It'll be a 1st down for Scottsbluff.
Yeah, it looks like they're running almost a little of the old single wing. I know Loveland ran looked like this a couple years ago when they won the 4A state championship. And all those guys are clearly an option to run the ball. I know the sophomore quarterback has had some success running the football this year as well as their 2nd leading rusher.
And they absolutely have. So they're in that bunch tight, kind of that wing formation like you were talking about. Shotgun here. Kelly handoff. That time. Oh, fumble. Ball is on the ground. Ball's on the ground, and that's going to be.
I think they might have got it. Hopefully we can get it away from him.
That is going to be recovered by Scottsbluff.
Oh,
wait a minute. That's going to be a Frederick football. Frederick football. Huge play at the start of the game. If you needed an opportunity to flip the script early, that's what it was right there. As the Golden Eagles get the ball early, Wesley Walker on the recovery. What a play, and it looks like there is a Scottsbluff Bearcat.
Yeah, I think it's number 44, Jake.
Down on the field. And that is number 44, Cord Simons, down on the field.
Well, you certainly hate to see that happen. You don't want anything like this to happen early for either team. But the turnover was a great way to start.
Turnover, what a huge play, right? Players, I'll be honest, players all week have kind of known that they're underdogs in this game, right? And they've carried themselves that way through the week. But a big play like that, a big opportunity to make a play and get the ball back early, what a huge momentum turn early in this ball game. So it's Frederick football. All of a sudden, I'll be honest, it looked to me like that ball was recovered by Scottsbluff, but heck of a job by those Frederick defenders to get in there.
Yeah, definitely. He was grabbing that ball, but it was on top of his chest, and our kids did a good job of jumping on top and wrestling it away, and hey, we got it.
So we're going to widen that shot a little bit, widen that shot up so we can get a full shot of the field. There we go. Thank you so much to Griffin. First time on camera tonight. So this will be Gavin Ishmael and the Frederick offense. Huge opportunity for them. after the turnover. Snap high, trying to get the ball out on a little screen setup, and they are going to be able to get that one out there for a gain of about 4. Trying to work the perimeter here. You know, they're a little undersized up front. Is that an intentional thing that they're trying to do, Coach?
I don't think anybody wants to be small up front. Just sometimes that's what you got.
I mean, in terms of working the perimeter.
Yeah, getting it out there. Yeah, I tell you, I was going to say that's a heck of a catch. He was looking right back into the sunlight, and he made a heck of a catch just to catch that ball. It's a good pass, but again, looking into the sun is not an easy thing to do.
Ishmael once again looking for his receiver, Braden Rudman, on that one. Back-to-back catches for Rudman.
Nice little pitch and catch there. You know what? They're playing a little soft on the corners, and looks like the coaches have got a plan for it. Kids are executing so far.
I mean, this is exactly how you would have wanted these first few snaps to go for Frederick, right? Maintain possession. We were talking a little bit to some Scottsbluff folks. Scottsbluff lost like 22 players from last year's team. This is anybody's game, as Ishmael's going to roll out on the keeper. Ooh, a little flag down on that one. We'll check the penalty. Looked like he was trying to do an RPO kind of deal there, Coach.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was RPO or just a straight quarterback run, but he definitely got called for a illegal block in the back there, so we're going to have to go backwards.
You know, that is okay. We'll go backwards and see where things wind up here for Frederick, as we are hopeful for good outcomes down the road, and they'll move that one back.
Well, those are those mistakes you don't want to have, but unfortunately they will bite you early, so hopefully we can overcome this 1st and 20.
Yeah, so 1st down and 20 on the way here for Frederick. 1st down and 20 on the way here for Frederick. Snap, that one almost tipped and dropped. Gisrel Palma intended on that target. And this will be 2nd down and 20.
Nice ball, but number 7 on the defense did a really nice job of getting a hand in there at the last minute, tipping that ball away. It was in his hands, and that the defender just did a really good job of swiping it out of there. You got to give him credit.
2nd down and long on the way here for Ishmael and the Frederick offense. Play action here, looking to Palma on the cutback, caught and brought down after a big gain. Gisrel Palma on what looked like a comeback that was coming his way the whole time. 1st down, Golden Eagles.
I tell you what, Gavin really hummed the apple, as my dad would have used to tell us. He timed that perfectly. They've worked on that. You can tell he hit him as he was making his break, beat the blitzing linebacker and got it out. And again, a big gain for a 1st down.
That is that's some good stuff there for that Frederick offense. Hey, be sure to chime in that live chat on YouTube. Let us know where you're watching this from. We know we may have some Scottsbluff faithful watching their Bearcats, but we are Golden Eagles and the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Handoff there to the big man, Kamarly Davey. Drags the line forward for a gain of about 4 yards, and all of a sudden, Coach, your Golden Eagles are driving.
Yeah, he made a positive yardage out of getting hit about a yard behind the line, and you know, that big defensive line of theirs is definitely going to be a problem. But it's good to have a little change up with the big running back there.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be nice to have him back there trying to move the chains on offense. Here in a minute, we'll introduce you to the starters of your Frederick offense. We forgot to do that just because this game has been moving so fast. We weren't ready to do it. But we'll introduce you to them here in a minute, as this is going to be, again, brought out. Gain of about 8 on the play. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Frederick starting offense.
Gavin Ishmael, 11th grade, position, OC, QB, punter.
Tatum Sanders, senior, running back.
Gisrel Palma, junior, wide receiver, safety.
My name is Braden Rudman, class of 2025, position receiver.
Sonny Del Pitts, sophomore, slot receiver.
Brooke Eisman, junior, tight end.
Big John, senior, tackle.
Xavier Santos, 11th grade, playing guard, nose guard.
Bryson Monroy, I'm a junior, right tackle center.
Rylan Zadell, 11th grade, center.
Dominic Ramirez, freshman, guard.
And we're back live. You saw there the big run from Gavin Ishmael, Coach. These starters, these offensive players, really doing all their darndest to get a score here. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, our last offensive plays, we've had some nice shiftiness from our backs and our quarterback, and a couple busted tackles on that swing pass. And again, there we are swinging it out to that flat. They must find something that they like on film, because we've been over there on that side quite a bit in this first drive.
And that's Tristan Dean there on the reception. He had a big game last week against Monarch. The trick here really is going to be trying to find opportunities for them to make plays down on the field and find weaknesses in this defense, whether it's on the perimeter or wherever it happens to be.
Yeah, I agree, and I think ball possessions could be a big part of this too. If we can continue to hold the ball and matriculate the ball, as old Hank Stram would say, down the field, keep making plays and keep the clock running.
Speaking of big plays, Gavin Ishmael looking for the end zone. Will he get there? He will not, but it'll be enough for a Golden Eagle first down.
Another nice play. Heads up play by quarterback. Nice job.
He has grown so much in just the last year.
Oh yeah, yep, definitely. He's stepping up as a leader. It's been really fun to watch. Last week from the first week, even in the second half of that first game, you saw some growth and progress.
Absolutely, you did, Coach. Here we are on the homecoming special, and it very well may be the Golden Eagles who strike first. First down and goal for Frederick. Ishmael out of the shotgun. 2 at the top of your screen. Snap high, looking for Ishmael to keep it. Can he get there?
He's in. I think he's in.
Touchdown, Frederick! Gavin Ishmael keeps it himself and gets Frederick on the board first. Talk about a surprising start. Golden Eagles take a 6-0 lead.
They capitalized on their opportunity. They were able to take advantage of the other team's mistake, and good things at the start of the game. Let's just keep it rolling.
That really is the goal. We're working to get that second camera reconnected down there. We're having some issues with it, but they're going to go for 2 right here. What an opportunity. Ishmael looking for Palma. Catches incomplete, the refs are going to say. Incomplete pass on that one, so the 2-point attempt no good, but what an opportunity here for the Golden Eagles. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have this kick on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Spending hours at games, competitions, concerts, and shows, I upload thousands of pictures onto my website, toneimages.smugmug.com. With no charge to download photos, families are welcome to get any picture they like, taking the pressure off parents to capture the pictures during a game, shows, or competitions, letting them enjoy watching their kid. Additionally, I'm available to book senior pictures and photo shoots. DM me if you're interested. Student Council is spaced behind a lot of planning and fun events students get to partake in. We do everything from running Frederick's Got Talent to the volleyball co-ed tournament, coming up with a homecoming theme, helping out with the homecoming tailgate, being in charge of homecoming royalty, setting up from homecoming.
And we are back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, ready to bring you the kick after your Frederick Golden Eagles jump back up to a 6-0 lead. And look at how much time has expired. A booming kick downfield. And we'll see what the Scottsbluff Bear. Yeah, that will be a touchback.
Anytime that ball hits the end zone in high school, that thing's the 20-yard line. And as a head coach, you're loving it, because nothing's going to go wrong. Nice kickoff.
First down, Bearcats.
So we will.
With the ball spotted on the 20-yard line.
So here we go. First down for Scottsbluff and these Bearcats. Kelly in the backfield. And that looks a lot like Sebastian Boyle if his number hasn't changed. We're trying to figure out who number
1 for the Golden Eagles leading on the tackle there.
You know, Coach, if you think it looks like him, it could very well be. I don't know.
I mean, they've got Rico Castillo listed at number 29, but that kid looks a lot like Sebastian Boyle. I don't see him. We haven't seen him yet. We'll see if he makes an appearance. In the meantime, Scottsbluff Bearcats, 2nd down and 6. Kelly going to keep it. They get a big push up front, and he's got room to run, but a tackle made on the play at about the 36-yard line for Frederick. It will be a 1st down for Scottsbluff.
Yeah, that looked like just an old single wing quarterback power out of that. I don't know if that's what they call their offense or not, but that's certainly what it looks like to me. A version of it anyway.
We're working right now to get that second field level camera reconnected. Sometimes the transmitter works, sometimes it doesn't, but we go now to 1st down and 10 for Scottsbluff. Kelly, handoff. Oh, big hit in the backfield by the Frederick defense. Heck of a play there. Looked like it was number 6 on that one. That is the big man, Jacob Loria.
No, that's Caleb Pickett.
Is it Caleb Pickett?
Caleb Pickett and Kamarley Davies.
My bad on that. I had 6 on my roster another way. So we'll go from there.
Pickett on the tackle for the Golden Eagles.
Watching that formation takes me back when I first started coaching. We played Cheyenne Mountain back in the 90s when I was at Fort Morgan, and that looks a lot like that old Cheyenne Mountain. Not right now because they got the white out, but that's how they would load up and just power at you.
Snap, roll right. He's got pressure. That is going to be caught. No, they're going to say incomplete along the 40-yard line there.
Pass was there. I think he just dropped the ball, so good fortune for us. I think that's only the 14th or 15th pass they've had all year.
I know they have not. They are a run-first football team, which makes sense when you look at their size and just how they operate back there.
Yeah, it's a 90-10 split. They're definitely going to run the ball about 90% of the time.
They absolutely will run the ball a lot, and that's something they're going to continue to do, we think, throughout the night. I really do think that number 29 might be Sebastian Boyle. It looks like him.
Maybe somebody watching online from Scottsbluff could help us out and send us a note telling us and confirming that.
That'd be nice if they could. Take a look in the live chat. Feel free to comment along the way, all the folks watching back home.
Our defense is really playing stepping up to the challenge. That time, it looked like we were almost in a 6-man front on the defensive line. We definitely are trying to take away that run game. And so far, so good.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down here. 4th down and long on the way for the Scottsbluff Bearcats. This is not where I would have thought that they would have started this one out.
There's some confusion. They're running guys on the field a little late, so maybe that road trip affected them like it did us last year. Let's hope.
That is absolutely a potential possibility. They're going to go ahead and punt this football.
We almost had that one.
Almost a block made, and that one's going to wind up bouncing out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So they will flip the field, Coach, but they're not able to get the ball moving. Quite the way to start out for Frederick, as this is a really unique opportunity here to potentially go up 2 scores on this drive.
Well, again, I think if we get a chance, we got good field position and be patient. Again, try to move the ball like you did last series. Stay away from mistakes.
That has to be the goal. Hey, Frederick High School Booster Club, always looking for parent volunteers to try to help carry on the long tradition of supporting the students of this community. The purpose of the Booster Club is to provide the funding and manpower for the homecoming tailgate celebration, the after-prom party, grants to student groups, etc. As we're going to get this 1st down snap here. Ishmael looking for Palma. Pass is high, and he's going to be brought down almost right away. Big tackle there.
Nice catch, hung onto the ball, and again, a good start. You got 5 yards on 1st down. You'll take it anytime.
You'll take that 10 times out of 10. Hey, the Booster Club would like to shout out a few special sponsors who supported us last year. Les Schwab Tire, Line-X of Boulder, Remax Momentum, Erica Hagman, Riptide Car and Pet Wash, Napa University Auto Parts, Stapp Interstate Toyota, My Guy HVAC, Pepper's Fireside Grill, and American Family Insurance, and Rick Inojos. Big play potential here for Ishmael. Oh!
Man, we had him.
Missed that one right there. Missed it. Just missed that throw. A wide open opportunity there for Frederick.
Jake, just watching, our formations and our alignments are really, I think it's really got Scottsbluff kind of a little scrambling. They're definitely moving around the last second, recognizing things. So hands off to our coaches so far, because they, Scottsbluff's a good football team, and they'll figure things out without a doubt. But if we can keep them a little bit back on their heels, that's going to be good for us.
There's that comeback route again. Almost gets jumped, but not, and it'll be incomplete. 4th down on the way here.
Really nice play by the cornerback out there, number 2. Good time. He timed it just right, knocked the ball away. Now let's flip the field back in our favor.
You got to hope that isn't going to wind up being a missed opportunity here for Frederick, as this will be 4th down on the way for the Golden Eagles.
Sebastian Galindo back deep for the Bearcats.
Is that big number 6 back there finally? I heard Sebastian.
Looks like we might have an illegal formation possibly. That's number 2. That's
Sebastian Galindo back there. So they got a second Sebastian that we're looking out for. I've yet to see big number 6, but we'll keep an eye out, see if he decides to make an appearance.
Let's hope this is on them, but it's not. It's going to be procedure on us. So
illegal procedure against the Golden Eagle.
We might have to kick that over. We'll see what they want to do. That was a pretty effective kick. Looks like they're going to have us re-kick the ball.
So we'll get a re-kick here.
Jake, the crowd's enjoying it so far, but they got to quit shaking those bleachers. I'm a little nervous up here on top of this.
I know, we're up here in the Eagles' Nest. It gets a little shaky up here sometimes, Coach. Welcome, by the way, for those just joining us here on the Homecoming Special, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Excited to bring you homecoming football. We got lots of homecoming surprises on the way. Punt is going to be brought down about the 30-yard line. Takes a nice Frederick bounce. It'll wind up at the 20 and a half. About 20 and a half yard line here for Frederick. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Scottsbluff once again on the way. As we'll take a look right now at the defensive starters here for your Golden Eagles.
Tavin Haggerty, I'm a junior. I play safety. My name is Braden Rudman, class 2025, position safety.
Nash Hodgkin, junior, corner. Kimberly Davey, senior, outside linebacker, running back.
Reno DiGiswaldo, sophomore, safety.
Austin Schaefer, junior, defensive end.
Angel Venegas, senior, right guard.
Josiah Martinez, 11th grade, defensive end.
Wesley Walker, junior, linebacker, let him fly.
All right, and we'll come back now here. Looks like we got a timeout on the field at the end of the first quarter, but what a first quarter it was for your Frederick Golden Eagles. We are in the lead as we will come back for the second quarter here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Brian Stapp, dealer principal at Stapp Interstate Toyota. Wanted to thank you very much for visiting our website and supporting our dealership. A little bit about us. My father and grandfather opened up our dealership in 1974 in Longmont, Colorado, right there on Main Street. And now we're located on I-25 in Frederick, Colorado. We moved out here in 2007 and opened up the first Image 2 dealership in the state of Colorado, something we're very proud of. And more than anything, it kind of was a nice little place mark in our dealership's history over the last 46 years about taking the next step and embracing what Colorado is becoming, quite frankly. We're very proud of our history. A couple things that we'd like to point out that I think is very unique in the industry is that we only have one person who will help you if you come in to buy a car. And it's not because we don't have multiple people say hello, they all will. But we think that the relationship is far more important than anything else. Transactions don't allow businesses to stay in business as long as we have, but relationships truly do. So from the second you walk in, one individual would greet you. They would show you all the vehicles we have to offer. They'd present your numbers to you, help you find creative solutions to get the car that you want at a price you're comfortable with. They'd also talk about extra options such as extended service contracts or prepaid maintenance and things that you'd like to put in your monthly payment that would make it a little bit easier so you're not surprised throughout the ownership process. They'd go over all your accessories, all of your vehicle presentation, and they'd be the same person who would shake your hand as you go out the door. So again,
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network as we have a big potential third down here. We'll see where this ball gets spotted. You didn't miss any game action. We came in right at the start of that play. Working our way through here.
You know, that was a big, strong run by a big running back, but our kids really did a nice job of rallying. He broke a couple tackles, but every time he got off one, there was somebody else right there, and we think we stopped and avoided a big play possibly on that one.
Absolutely. So it was a first down here for Scottsbluff. Was a first down indeed. We'll get that graphic updated there. First down on the way. First down run here. Big play potential, but again, nice rally by the Frederick defense.
Yeah, looked like number 12, Colt Hodge, is that right? It looked like he did a nice job stepping right in and reading that play. They're definitely ready for that quarterback keeper.
That's going to continue to be a focus tonight, is how can this defense make plays? How can they rally to the football in ways that are effective and make sense? So here we go, second down and long on the way for Frederick. Second down and long. We're looking to see, because that 29 sure does look like Sebastian Boyle. If somebody in Scottsbluff wants to tell us in the live chat. Yeah, that looks like the big man right there. But it doesn't, but our roster says it's somebody else. So if somebody wants to confirm that for us in the live chat, we're just a couple of helpless social studies teachers up here trying to make our best. That is either Rico Castillo or Sebastian Boyle. I know that much.
Well, I tell you what, it was a nice strong run, but again, our first down stop for 2 yards. We're keeping things in our favor, definitely. We like 3rd and 5 or 6. Much better than 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 6 on the way. Going to be a keeper and a big play on the way here. Scottsbluff going to come around the corner. Tackled down at about the 15-yard line is number 6. Oh, that was number 8. Excuse me, number 8, Carter Riesick. Carter Riesick, number 8.
Definitely. He nice little again, coming back with that little trap, counter, whatever you want to call it, that little inside handoff to the wing back, a little misdirection. So they caught us flying to the ball.
And how do you coach that? Is that an over pursuit issue, or is that how do you coach that out?
You know, you try to read keys and you try to stay home on the backside, but man, is it really hard to do when you know you're facing somebody that's going big time. So
first down and 10 here, and it's going to be a big one, but a big hit made at about the 4-yard line there to make the stop. It'll be second down. Could be first down and goal here on the way for Sir.
Yeah, it's going to be first and goal at the 6, I think, Jake.
And there is a Golden Eagle down.
You know, they just got up behind. They looked like they used a smaller, like a little receiver scat back, and they followed those 2 big backs up the middle along with that big line and just powered right through there.
So they're getting a Golden Eagle and injured Eagle off the field. While we take a look here, we want to give a big thank you to JHL Constructors. With a legacy of over 36 years, JHL Constructors is fully integrated, Colorado-based and Colorado-focused construction firm. From infrastructure to vertical building, our success is built on long-lasting relationships with clients, design teams, subcontractors, and our Colorado community. Building Colorado's future means more than improving the built environment. It is our genuine commitment to give back to our communities, do the right thing always, and collaborate on impactful projects like building top-tier educational facilities for the next generation. That's why JHL Constructors is a proud supporter of Frederick High School, home of the Golden Eagles and the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. So first down and about 6 on the way here. They're going to say first down and goal, it looks like, from about the 6. Going to be a handoff again. The big man, touchdown. Touchdown, Scottsbluff, and that'll tie up the ball game.
Yeah, they just overloaded that left side and just powered at us. I think they outnumbered us when bringing people across the formation. Nice play from Scottsbluff. Defense has got to go back, and I'm sure coaches will do a little work with them, talk about what they need to do to adjust, and we got a battle going here, Coach.
We got a big one on the way as this extra point attempt to take the lead for Scottsbluff is going to be up and good. And that will be enough to tie this ball game. For Scottsbluff to go into the lead 7-6. Our score. The Bearcats take the lead. So, Coach, all of a sudden the tide has turned, and we've got ourselves a 1-point lead for Scottsbluff.
You know, I think if you ask any of the coaches and the players, if they were at this point in the game down 1 and really having a chance to have kept the ball moving, we just missed that open receiver. I think they've got some things that they like what they're doing on offense, and defensively they've been pretty solid. So hopefully we can bounce back and get things working again on the defensive side in the next series. But let's get that ball back and let's go down and score.
And those Golden Eagles on the way out on the field right now, getting ready to take this kick. It'll be Gisrel Palma in the backfield, getting ready to take this kick, hopefully get a return out of this one.
Well, you got he and Sonny Del Piso back there. So again, we'll see where we get the ball. Hopefully we get decent field position again and are able to do something with it.
Kick on the way here from Scottsbluff. It'll be number 30, Talon McDonald, on the kick. It'll be a booming kick downfield, and here we go.
We'll be at the 20.
It'll be at the 20. Nice touchback there for Frederick. So all of a sudden, you're going to ask Gavin Ishmael in this offense to come out and do some work. We'll see what they have in store here, Coach. Is it just about clock management? We saw that first quarter how they were able to take a lot of time down, kill clock. What I can tell you is this game already significantly more competitive than the game we saw last year in Scottsbluff.
Again, I think both teams, even though Scottsbluff looks and appears to be much more bigger than us physically, I think both teams are replacing a lot of seniors. So, everybody's got to feel things out, and again, we're off to a good start. Hopefully we can just keep that rolling, keep it going.
And that's going to be the ongoing question, is Ishmael's going to take the keeper, find a hole, cut forward, dragging a man with him for a gain of about 10 yards or so. We'll see if they give him the first, and they will move those chains. First down, Frederick.
That fullback, Kamarley Davis, just did a great job. He put that kid in the nickel seats on that lead block, so he did a heck of a job opening up that hole, and Gavin did a great job following him right up there.
First down on the way. Big first down opportunity as you see those big boys up front ready to make a play. Ishmael looking to that sideline. Tackle going to be made, but after a gain of about 4, you're seeing good plays offensively. Quick throws, moving progression, right? Gaining momentum, staying on schedule.
You know, they're taking what they're giving them, and they're mixing it up. So, again, our receivers are doing a really good job of hanging on the ball because their DBs are right there when the ball gets there. So, great effort so far. A really good quality game from both sides right now, it looks like to me.
Some really good stuff here as you're going to see Ishmael try and get out there again, and a little over pursuit by Scottsbluff is going to lead to a big gain for Frederick. First down, Golden Eagles, as Ishmael's pass hung in the air for a bit, but winds up in the hands of a Frederick receiver, and another first down for Frederick.
Yeah, it looked like the corner tried to steal one right there, tried to jump that route and pick it. He was thinking pick 6. And,
he was thinking he was Travis Hunter, Coach.
He didn't get it. He did not get it.
Speaking of that, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of those Travis Hunter plays tomorrow against the Nebraska Cornhuskers for our Nebraska folks. Go Buffs.
Oh, ball on the ground.
Ball on the ground. Ishmael tackled.
Yeah.
That's what I deserve right there.
Yeah,
that's karma.
Well, Gavin saw something. He was stepping up, and he just took one hand off the ball. He had it in one hand, and Big Paul reached out, knocked it out of his hand. But again, a heads up on the offensive line, avoided a huge mistake. It's not where we want to be at 2nd and 20, but again, we didn't give him the ball right there at the 40-yard line.
So here we go. 2nd and long. Ishmael going to roll out, trying to set up something big. Just going to try and take the check down, and it'll be complete. Big play on the way. Breaks a tackle down the sideline. He could go all the way, and he will. Touchdown!
I'll tell you what.
Golden Eagles, number 86. Touchdown, Frederick!
You know, that was a great catch by Burke Eisman.
Burke Eisman on that catch. Holy cow, Frederick retakes the lead.
He pulled that in with that big right paw, and he got that trainer rolling, and look out. A great block up the field, too. About 20 yards up the field, didn't block in the back. We sprung him on that sideline, so great job by the receivers.
Holy cow, what a play, what an opportunity here for Frederick to try and take a lead. We'll see if they can go up here by another 2 points, make it a full one possession lead here for the Golden Eagles. Heck of a play right there, Frederick.
You know, Gavin kept it alive just long enough, and then he threw it open, and again, credit to the tight end there. He made a heck of a grab. Gavin put it up there with some touch, but it still took a great amount of concentration.
And Gavin's going to try and keep it itself here, and he will not. He'll be brought down short of the line to gain, so that will be no good on the 2-point try. But how about this turn of events, Coach? Your Golden Eagles lead 12-7 here in the second quarter of this one with about 7 minutes left to go in our homecoming special, Coach. It's just because it's homecoming. Right?
Hey, you know, it's fun to see the excitement on the sideline, the positive energy. Coach Cooper Lloyd out there jumping up, banging around with the kids, enjoying and celebrating a little bit. But they got a lot of work to do, but what a great start. What a great start.
What a great start indeed. And speaking of great starts, you need great start on your tires. Les Schwab Tire Centers provide free peace of mind, tire protection, and lifetime tire mileage care for the life of your tires. It's our best tire value promise, and it comes with every car and pickup tire we sell. Les Schwab also cares about our communities. That's why they are a proud sponsor of Frederick High School and the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I need new tires. Might have to swing by Les Schwab.
You better get them. You got that little boy in the car now.
I gotta be careful.
It's no longer just thinking about yourself.
I gotta be careful. It's true. It's true. All right, big kick on the way. Dylan Norwood winds up kicking off here. We'll see what he's got in store. Booming kick, excuse me. Another little chopper.
There's a little squib kick. Hey, perfect. They must have coached him on that just to go down immediately. Looked like he could have taken it upfield, but we'll take it. Again, good place for us defensively to start this drive from. We like them a little bit further back on their end of the field.
Absolutely. Good stuff on the way here. Now it's up to that Frederick defense, who's played really well tonight. They rally into the football, doing everything you would ask them to do, right, Coach?
They really have. You know, they gave up the big play to the wingback on that misdirection, and then Scottsbluff just pounded it away. So hopefully, you know, we can stop that misdirection play and hopefully we slow down that power that was starting to get going there in that last drive.
And we have gotten confirmation from our friends in Scottsbluff that number 29 is Sebastian Boyle as he drives forward here, making men miss, tackled on the way. That is Boyle the Beast, Sebastian Boyle. You see his numbers here throughout the course of his time in Scottsbluff at Scottsbluff High School. Quite the player he is over the course of his time, even though he had a number change that nobody told us about. So how about that right there? We saw him last year. Big numbers, averaging $18.50 a carry here in his high school career. $18.50 a season. That kid is going places. Committed to Nebraska as a sophomore, had an injury last year, but he is fun to watch, Coach. Even if, you know, we're up here rooting for the Eagles, but holy cow, is that kid fun to watch.
That was a heck of a run. You know, we had him, a couple guys had shots at him, but, you know, definitely a kid like that, you're not going to arm tackle. You got to get your head across, drive your feet, hang on for dear life, and get him to the ground.
You know, I was talking with some Nebraska folks earlier, and they commented how he's a little bit bigger this year and how really it just is a bear to bring him down. And you see that on runs like that where it's just, you know, on plays like that, you tip your hat to the guy and try and get him on the ground the next time.
Definitely. Second pass of the game.
And that's a big one there for Scottsbluff. Huge gain on the play. Kelly's pass complete down across the 40-yard line, well into Frederick territory, and it'll be first down Bearcats.
Yeah, you know what? Hats off. You know, again, defense is geared up to stop the run, and they took their shot and got behind the defense. But again, we rallied. Hopefully we can stop it right here. Come on, defense.
Kelly in the backfield, Boyle to his left, going to make a switch. Boyle moves right. They're going to try and go strong side here, and they will. He'll barrel forward for a gain of about 5. 2nd down on the way for the Bearcats.
You know, we limited him on that a little more than I thought, but, you know, we keep them in this second 7, 6, long 6, 7. It could be good things for us.
You see that Frederick defense getting ready for big plays here.
You know,
we're going to have a timeout on the field.
I see the defense is shuffling some linemen in, trying to keep them fresh. Try to keep that big line off balance, that big offensive line, and throwing some bodies at them. We got some small, little quick guys in there. Old Sam Chambers, his little sophomore, ran track for us. And definitely undersized, but watch how he'll go at him. He doesn't back down from anybody.
Snap here.
Quarterback keep.
Quarterback keep on that one. Drives forward for a short gain.
2nd and about 3, or 3rd and about 3, it looks like, Jake.
It looked like it was almost a designed run. That wasn't Kelly. It looked like number 7, Jet Webb.
Yeah, yep, they direct snapped it to him.
And he'll check back in for this next one.
Yeah, I don't see if number 5 came off or not. Hey, this student section better quit shaking these bleachers, because if we go over, you know, years ago I could have hit and rolled, but now I'm just going to hit and stick.
We're not Dante and Carly. We're a couple old men up here, Coach.
Yeah, this is a little nerve-wracking.
And here's Webb on the keeper. He is going to break tackles, drive his way down to about the 10-yard line.
They just loaded up, powered right at us, Coach.
That is a tough one right there. That's a tough break for the Golden Eagles, as now all of a sudden you're in a tough situation. Ball's going to be down at about the 11-yard line or so, 11 and a half, almost
12-yard line looks like, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see here if Boyle has an opportunity to make a play. Rally to 29. He's not 6, he's 29, and rally to him.
You know, they put number 7 in at quarterback, and he's been running the ball just about every time he's been in there the last few plays.
That is quite the truth there, Coach, how he is really rally into the football.
Nice job by the defense there. Again, they used all those backs in the backfield as lead blockers, and they just ran right at us. And our kids stepped up and stood up and held them to a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and 7 on the way for the Golden Eagles. Excuse me, for Scottsbluff.
There's that inside handoff again.
Oh, they are so big up front. Big number 77 down there for Scottsbluff, making men move.
Yeah, they got good push. Again, big 3rd down, 3rd and about 3 again, so hopefully we can force a field goal.
That's Ryan Hinman who made some plays there. I don't know if you can see it from your angle, folks at home, but that is quite the play here. 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Huge 3rd down here for Frederick. I would guess they're going to give it to 29, and they do, and he is going to barrel through, but a tackle made. We'll see where they spot it.
I'll tell you what. Man, that was a nice stick right there. Stopped him right dead in his tracks, and he's about a yard short. That was a really good stop on 4th down. We're probably going to have to do it all over again, because I'd imagine they're going to come at us.
So they spotted a gain of 2. It'll be 4th down and 1, and the offense for Scottsbluff stays on the field. Mano a mano right here. 4th down and 1 from the 2. Kelly, snap.
Back to 29.
29.
I think he got it.
He's going to be in. They're going to say touchdown Scottsbluff, and that'll tie the ball game. Sebastian Boyle, the big man that we told you all about, making another play. You just hand it to him, and he powers forward for a big gain.
Nice run and nice blocking up front. Again, great effort by the defense. We just couldn't quite get enough penetration in the backfield. He got it rolling and got it in there. But we got about 2 minutes left. Maybe we can go down the field and answer right before half.
So pardon me, it'll be a 13-12 ball game now. Scottsbluff retakes the lead, kick up, and it is good. And we will have ourselves a 2-point ball game with about 2 minutes left to go in this half. Frederick's offense has an opportunity here to make some plays. We'll see if with about 2 minutes and 6 seconds or so on the clock, if they can do that.
Bearcats 14, Golden Eagles 12.
They're going to huddle up, and we're going to go back and take another quick break. We'll jump probably out of the break midway through, but we'll be right back when we come back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Kendra Badgekar with Remax Nexus. I've been serving Carbon Valley for 6 years, and what I love most about this area is the small town feel with all of our great local businesses and community events. If you've heard the real estate market's changing, you're right. Homes are staying on the market longer. Prices are not increasing as rapidly as they have in the past couple of years, but that doesn't mean it's not the right time to make a move. You still gain an incredible amount of equity that you can use to purchase your dream home or think about buying an investment property. Let's grab a cup of coffee and chat about your goals.
All right, back just in time. Thanks to Kendra Bajkar for that sponsorship. We are back in time for what we hope will be a kick. Folks, setting up for halftime. We will have Greg Zadell and the Zadell Realty halftime show coming on here in about 2 minutes. Booming kick downfield. It'll bounce out of the back of the end zone. And we will have Frederick ball at the 20-yard line to start this drive.
Let's see if we can answer. Boy, if we could get an answer right here, right before half, that'd be nice. Definitely want to not leave them any time.
These sponsors include Snap, Interstate Toyota, Kyle Michael and Remax Realty, Les Schwab, Greg Zadell.
Ishmael will lead that offense back out onto the field. I see number 11, Kamarly Davies, going to come off. We'll see. Kamarly, I wasn't sure if he was dragging a little bit or if he was hurt or just tagging out.
I think Tatum Sanders is just getting his rotation. You know, he's been carrying some of the load the first couple games, so I'm sure coach is probably mixing some things up, wanting to get other people in and keep people that are playing on the defensive side of the ball fresh as well.
So it'll be timeout on the field, Scottsbluff here. We'll take a look down at that Frederick sideline. Our homecoming special here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network is brought to you by Greg Zadell and Zadell Realty. We'll have the Zadell halftime show coming up here in just a little bit. We'll also have all sorts of homecoming festivities. In fact, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and take a look right now? Here in a minute, we're going to hear from Homecoming Royalty. Let's check out some stuff from Homecoming Royalty. We had a chance to talk to some of them a little bit earlier today. Your Homecoming Royalty for Frederick High School.
If you could eat any bug, what would it be?
Grasshopper.
Okay, if you could eat any bug, what would it be? Grubs. If animals could talk, what would be the rudest?
Ooh, that's a good one. Probably cats.
If animals could talk, who would be the rudest?
Definitely like a giraffe.
That's a heck of a catch.
Heck of a catch there. That's your homecoming royalty this year. We did miss one snap. The big development out here is they got Sebastian Boyle in on defense now, it looks like. Is that right, Coach?
Yeah, during that time in, he stepped into the defensive huddle, and it looks like they're going to use him to bring some pressure on the offense, to try to bring some pressure on the quarterback. Maybe we can get him running and wear him out on the defensive side.
You know, we had the chance to hear from homecoming royalty there. You'll see some
there
of them
he
in
is.
a little bit. There he is. Yeah, man. Ooh, Nelly. Sebastian Boyle makes a big play. They're going to say that's a live football?
No, it's incomplete. The refs were yelling incomplete. Their coaches are trying to talk him into it, but it was an incomplete pass.
They're going to say incomplete pass. There indeed will be the ruling on the field.
Hopefully somebody noticed that he's out there, because he definitely was able to get off that block, and we were not able to get around that end.
He's a big boy.
And he's big and he's fast.
He was a 5-star recruit, for those who missed it. We'll throw that graphic back up again. We'll throw that graphic up about Sebastian Boyle. The kid committed to Nebraska as a sophomore, had an injury last year, 5-star recruit.
They're going to call us for intentional grounding.
Are they going to call a grounding penalty on this? Wow.
You know, again, it is high school, and it's a little different. So he definitely did not get the ball. There was somebody out on the sideline, but he was unloading it, and it did not, unfortunately, get near the receiver. You know, I know in the college and pros they'll give those guys that benefit, but that just doesn't happen at the high school level.
Is that's just a difference in the game, or is that a difference in officiating? Or
it's difference in the technicality of the rules. They're a little looser. Depending on on what level you're playing. So
yeah,
unfortunately he was nowhere near the receiver, even though it was in that general direction. Well, but I can't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
You know, I hear you, Coach. What's been your impression so far of this one and how Frederick's playing tough? You're down 2, but I think if you would have said you would have been down 2 in this one, you would have been pretty happy considering how things went last year in Scottsbluff.
You know, I think the way some people are talking, they thought you meant 2 touchdowns. So
yeah,
2 points. I think again. What we really need to do here is try to try to make sure we don't leave them any time in good field position. Hopefully we get a good play, get a break going our way, and maybe flip this field and get a chance to score. I think we got the ball coming out because we kicked off in the first half. So, man, if you could keep it to this score, or even better yet, somehow or another get the ball down there and get one for yourself. Again, really excited and happy for those kids and those coaches. Their work's paying off, and they're in this ball game.
2nd down and 25, though, here for Frederick. Tough one coming up. Ooh, Gavin gets him to jump, or was that going to be on the offense? They're going to call false start, or is that going to be a neutral zone?
Looked like offsides to me, so we'll take the 5 yards. And
Gavin had a couple of those last week where he's got a little cadence on him. This is one of those moments where we wish we had one of those high-powered field mics that you could hear him and his cadence. But we do have a mic down there. We're going to try here in a little bit to get Frida Wishman down on the sideline with a player at halftime. But we're gonna work on that. We'll see what happens. Sometimes the guys talk to us, sometimes they don't. Snap on the way here. Ishmael going to pitch it out.
That's a nice little play. Some people are going, what are you running it for? But I think it's a great play. You keep the ball inside. If they want to take a timeout, you force them to use a timeout, or let that clock run. Get some more yards back, and you don't make a mistake right here. That's what you really want to avoid.
Tristan Dean on that carry. Are you ready to shape your community's destiny? Get involved with local government by serving on the Town of Frederick Youth Commission. If you're in grades 8 through 12 and live in the Carbon Valley, you can join the team and make a difference. Get ready to advise town leaders, lead programs, collaborate on events, and be the voice for your generation. Apply to the Town of Frederick Youth Commission at frederick.gov/FYC. Thanks to the Town of Frederick, a brand new partner of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. We appreciate them. We're going to have another timeout on the field, this time Frederick, as they try and get on the same page here.
I think they're just trying to be smart and make sure those kids know what they want and what they're trying to accomplish right here with the clock. Again, you got 3rd down. You might want to just run the ball again here. Again, don't make a mistake. Use clock. Coaches know what their kids are going to be good at and what they're ready for. So, again, just avoid any mistakes at this point. And like you said, go in 2 points down and try to do something with it coming out. Again, I'm really impressed with the game plan from our coaches. I think I see some different alignments offensively and defensively. They're doing some things that really got us going and playing well.
That is the name of the game right now. Limiting mistakes, 42.1 seconds left in the half. Big, long 3rd down attempt coming up when we come out of this timeout. But, you do get the ball at the half. You want to eliminate mistakes, play it safe and a little bit conservative maybe here, Coach. Seems to be the way they're going to go.
Well, anybody that was watching when I was coaching for 19 years would tell you that's exactly what was going to happen. But Coach Lloyd's a little different. He'll take his shots. I kind of like watching him. He's fun to watch. So he's definitely one of the best in the state. So he's the right guy to have making this decision.
And it'll be 3rd down and 17. Ishmael out of the shotgun. High snap.
There's that keeper.
Yeah, going to just try and run the keeper. Center the ball up for a punt and run clock. But there'll be a timeout on the field. Scottsbluff going to try and get the ball back here. How important is this going to be defensively, and how important is this punt, Coach?
Well, last week I think we tried a little quick kick or something. I'm sure they spent a lot of time. We had the block last week, so we're probably worked a lot on making sure we corrected some of those mistakes. And you'd like to get one that hit and rolled and got it all the way down. But you definitely got to get it off. So you got to protect and get that ball off. And and then are they going to go for return or are they going to try to block it? If they go for return, set up that wall. You got to make sure you're ready for that too. So these are always anxious moments for a coach because you don't want anything bad to happen right before half.
You don't want anything bad to happen right before half. You see a guy out on the field right now, number 11, Kamarly Davey. We're going to endeavor to grab Kamarly at halftime, have a chat with him, the senior. And then we will bring you our halftime special, halftime performances, the Golden Eagle Marching Band, royalty, all of that good stuff will come to you at halftime during the Zadell halftime show. But
Looks
right
like they're
now,
coming.
They're coming for this punt, and they are going to come a little bit too fast.
I think we moved a little bit.
Is that going to be on Frederick?
I think we flinched, yeah. Little false start.
So they'll move it back, and then all of a sudden you got to they're coming at it. You had the blocked punt last week.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
Well, you know what? You get that group of kids right there in the backfield that your protectors, and hopefully they pick up those blocks quick.
And
they got it off. And it looks like hopefully we get a run out of this thing. There we go.
That'll flip the field over into the Scottsbluff
territory. Now don't touch it. Just let the clock run.
And there you go. Clock will stop at about 23 seconds on the clock. First down and 10. You got a couple of plays here if you're Scottsbluff. Defense is going to come back out.
We got a penalty on Scottsbluff. Illegal block in the back. So if we get to move them back there from where we get the ball, that'll be nice because that might change their thinking. I guess, defensively you probably loosen them up in the backfield, but you also want to make sure that you don't let that big running back get going downhill on you.
Big number 29, Sebastian Boyle, back out there with Kelly and this Scottsbluff offense. Frederick hanging tough, down 2. 23 seconds left in the first half of action. Getting ready for the Zell halftime show on the way. We hope to
22 seconds left in the half.
bring that to you.
They're going to keep
those on defense.
They're going to keep that defensive front up there tight. Still got 8 in the box, which is probably good thinking.
Snap.
Here's that inside trap again.
Big
nice job.
Run here, but they follow it, rally to the football. They give up the gain, but not enough, not what you're looking for. Kill 10 seconds off the clock. It moves the chains, but it doesn't matter at this point, Coach. You're just trying to keep them from scoring here.
Yeah, you're going to roll that clock right now, so clock's running. Again, same thing. You got to make sure you don't give up the big one. There's the big kid right there.
Handoff Boyle. Somebody's got to get him to the ground, and they will. They will indeed get him to the ground. 4.7 ticks on the clock.
They're probably going to take a shot at this end zone, but it's not going to get it off. Oh, they called timeout with about, just under a second left.
Scottsbluff calls timeout here, and they will have one more play. What's the goal here if you're Frederick?
I don't.
What's Coach Lloyd saying to that crew right now?
Don't give up 6. Read your keys. Stay home. Don't leave your feet when you tackle. Drive through the tackle. Make sure you don't arm tackle if it's a run. But they're probably going to take some sort of a shot here. Who knows? Maybe the way that kid kicks off, he drives the ball. Maybe they'll try a field goal, but I doubt it. I think they're going to try. You would think some sort of Hail Mary. So you got your secondary loosened up, and you don't want to let anything behind you.
Play of the first half.
It looks like they're going for a field goal.
They're going to try
60-yarder.
A 60-yard kick coming up here, folks.
Well, technically it'll be 59 because he's just in front of the 50, but this will be a boot. Now we can return this. So if we're heads up, maybe they fall asleep. We could pick this thing up and run it back.
We'll see how it goes. Big kick on. Oh, boy, this kid's got a leg. It'll be up and
good. What a kick.
Wow.
What a kick.
Holy cow. Holy cow. What a kick.
And the kick is good. They give it a half.
What a kick there.
Looks like
heading into halftime, and we're going to endeavor right now to go down to the sideline here. We're working on it. We're going to endeavor to go down to the sideline real quick, and our sideline reporter, Frida Wishman, who's down there with Kamarly Davey, the senior. Frida?
Somebody's got a shoulder wrap down there.
I'm here with Kamarly Davey. Kamarly, what are some strengths you got? What were some strengths you guys were able to rely on in this first half as a team?
I feel like as a team, we were able to be a lot more physical. We went out there playing hard, playing fast. We're getting our job done. We worked practice all week.
Yeah. Any adjustments you really want to focus on going into the second half?
I think we're good right now. I think we're good. We keep doing our thing. Like I said, line them up, line them, get our assignments right.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you so much to Kamarly for taking the time, and thank you so much to all of you for joining us at home. We are going to go down to the field here shortly to have a conversation with not a conversation, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at homecoming royalty here as we take a look now at some shots of this homecoming royalty crew. We see staff leadership.
Natalie Johnston and Gabriel Barron. 10th graders, Joe Summers and Sadie Hurtado. 11th graders, Lucas Howell.
Homecoming royalty being honored on the field now. We heard from them a little bit earlier as we are ready to get started now with what will be the Zadell halftime show for today. Coach Lear subbing in right now. Greg Zadell, your community realtor. Greg, we'll have you kind of pop in and out here if that's okay. A little bit different. It's not Carly this week, but Greg, good to talk to you. Happy you're here.
Appreciate it. Homecoming royalty, Ian Buffington and Gabby Timmer.
Well, there is your halftime royalty being honored down there on the field.
Thank you to all of our students and staff.
Homecoming queen is going to be Gabby Jima, Ian Buffington down there.
From 8 to 11.
Homecoming dance tomorrow night. But we are excited to have Greg Zadell up here in the booth. Greg, we're gonna come back here in a minute. We're gonna go down to the field, hear from the band, I think, and then what we'll do is we'll come back up here, talk about all the great things going on in Carbon Valley Realty, as we will bring you a live performance of the Golden Eagle Marching Band here in live from the field in the Greg Zadell halftime show under the direction of Christopher Thomas.
That's a working mic. That's a working mic.
You're watching the Zadell Realty Halftime Show, a live presentation of the Golden Eagle Marching Band on the way here for the Zadell Realty Halftime Show. Greg, you excited to watch the band like I am? I know that this band works hard, so we're excited to see it. Oh, that is just fantastic. We are excited to see it. We'll go live to the field once again for the Golden Eagle Marching Band.
drop that.
Oh, thank you. You are watching a live presentation of the Zadell Realty Halftime Show. I'm Jake Marsing, the advisor of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, joined right here by Greg Zadell. You can see us up in the booth right now. Greg, say hi to the folks at home if you can. Greg, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for supporting our community and our kids. I'm not Carly Evans. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can out here. Hey, if you are looking to support our community like Greg has, Greg is such a strong supporter, but even more importantly, if you're looking to sell a home, Greg Zadell at Zadell Realty is your community-centered go-to person. He is the guy to go to in the Carbon Valley area. He's a local realtor, been in the Carbon Valley since 1980, active supporter of the community. And if you need a realtor with deep knowledge of the market, Greg Zadell is a great choice. Greg, tell us a little bit. You have made it a priority to be involved in the community. Can you tell us about some of the things that Zadell Realty has been involved with here in the Carbon Valley?
Appreciate that, yeah. Well, obviously doing this broadcast. This has been a fun thing to see the kids. It's amazing to me, the talent at the high school level, you know, doing things like you'd see in a professional broadcast. It's really great to see. So that's a fun thing to be involved in. Tonight I'm wearing my Rotary shirt. We're involved with that, and the Carbon Valley Rotary does just quite a bit of stuff. In fact, tonight we did one of our fundraisers right here at the school. We were selling peaches. It's one of our big fundraisers for the year.
Palisade peaches, I would hope.
Peaches.
Oh, that's good stuff.
And if anybody wants any, we've got some more boxes. We'll be out here tomorrow morning, Saturday morning from 9 to 11. And that money goes to support a lot of our literacy programs that we do through Rotary. And the literacy, we do books. At the Easter egg hunt, we put out 10,000 eggs and give out 1,000 books to the kids.
That is some phenomenal work that you do in the community.
It's amazing what that does. And then every year we deliver dictionaries to all the third graders in the Carbon Valley area. So we've been doing that for, in fact, when I was visiting with the kids last week, they both remembered getting dictionaries when they were in third grade.
That's got to feel special.
And it's cool. It's really neat to see the kids grow. And so the volunteering and the supporting of the Rotary Club's been great. And then the other thing here at Frederick High is I've been doing a scholarship for kids for the last, this next year will be the 24th year in a row that I've done a scholarship here at Frederick, and then where I went to high school over in Fort Lupton.
That is such an important thing that you do in the community. You're so active in the community, but you're also, of course, active in your day job in the real estate market, right?
Yeah.
I went through it, fairly recently. Interest rates are high right now. It's a little challenging for folks out there. But tell me a little bit about, I bought now. Why? I know we didn't prep this necessarily, but why is it a good time to buy right now?
Well, when you're buying a home, you're doing it for the long term.
Yeah.
You're not. For most people, that's going to be their house. They're not doing it to try to buy it and sell it 6 months or a year or two. So when you get a house, it's important that you get into it as soon as you can, because then that starts that equity building. And the market can go up and down. Over the long term, it goes up, but you're paying down, even though it feels slowly, you're paying down that mortgage, and eventually you'll own that home free and clear. And that's where you want to get, because the biggest way that people build wealth in our country is through real estate, and it's that home ownership that really makes for personal growth, personal wealth, but also for a community. When you have homeowners, you have a stronger community, you have stronger schools, you have better grades, you have less teen pregnancy. There's all kinds of stats that equate to home ownership and the good that it does in our country.
That is such an important work that you do in the community, Greg, and important work that you do in terms of not just in the work you do in the community, but in some ways being in real estate, supporting families, especially first-time home buyers. It is such an important thing for folks to do. And when it comes to realtors in this area, we're lucky to be partnered with a few folks around here, but there is Greg Zadell is your community-centered realtor, and we are so lucky to have you. Greg, thank you so much for all that you do. We appreciate you. Hey, we're going to go back down to the field, cover the band. We'll take you down to the field right now. Here's some more from this band on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
gentlemen, the Frederick High School marching Golden Eagles.
Well, that was a performance of the marching Golden Eagles here on the Zadell Realty Halftime Show. We're thankful to Greg Zadell, thankful to our sponsors. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have all sorts of good stuff, including potentially a look at the the homecoming parade that took place earlier today here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Spending hours at games, competitions, concerts, and shows, I upload thousands of pictures onto my website, toneimages.smugmug.com. With no charge to download photos, families are welcome to get any picture they like, taking the pressure off parents to capture the pictures during a game, shows, or competitions, letting them enjoy watching their kid. Additionally, I'm available to book senior pictures and photo shoots. DM me if you're interested. Student Council is faced behind a lot of planning and fun events students get to partake in. We do everything from running Frederick's Got Talent to the volleyball co-ed tournament, coming up with a homecoming theme, helping out with the homecoming tailgate, being in charge of homecoming royalty, setting up from homecoming, giving out free hot chocolate, coming up with spirit weeks such as Pink Out, Tacky Tourist, and Freddy's Spirit Day. We also come up with the prom theme, Run Prom, and the After Prom. Make sure to follow Student Council on Instagram at Frederick_StuCo so you can be the first one to hear about the latest news.
In Frederick, we believe in rolling up our sleeves, not just for ourselves, but for each other. We believe in playing outside until the stars flicker on and protecting the hallowed ground of childhood. We believe in a lifelong commitment to actions as good as our intentions. We believe in the power of our voices and the obligation of our hearts to form a strong foundation. We believe we are onto something that's worth all we can give it. Here, the life we dream of is ours to create.
I think the future is bright for Frederick. I think we understand our identity and who we are, and we don't want to lose that.
The town is really built on the community of people and how everyone almost treats people like family.
I see an opportunity to have a seat at the table and to show our worth and our value and our undeniable characteristics of being a lovely community that's welcome to all.
Hi, I'm Coach Matt Lloyd. I'm the head football coach at Frederick High School. You're watching the Golden Eagle Broadcasting Network. Golden Eagles, let them fly.
Hi, I'm Brian Stapp, dealer principal at Stapp Interstate Toyota. Wanted to thank you very much for visiting our website and supporting our dealership. A little bit about us. My father and grandfather opened up our dealership in 1974 in Longmont, Colorado, right there on Main Street. And now we're located on I-25 in Frederick, Colorado. We moved out here in 2007 and opened up the first Image 2 dealership in the state of Colorado, something we're very proud of. And more than anything, it kind of was a nice little place mark in our dealership's history over the last 46 years about taking the next step and embracing what Colorado is becoming, quite frankly. We're very proud of our history. A couple things that we'd like to point out that I think is very unique in the industry is that we only have one person who will help you if you come in to buy a car. And it's not because we don't have multiple people say hello, they all will. But we think that the relationship is far more important than anything else. Transactions don't allow businesses to stay in business as long as we have, but relationships truly do. So from the second you walk in, one individual would greet you. They would show you all the vehicles we have to offer. They'd present your numbers to you, help you find creative solutions to get the car that you want at a price you're comfortable with. They'd also talk about extra options such as extended service contracts or prepaid maintenance and things that you'd like to put in your monthly payment that would make it a little bit easier so you're not surprised throughout the ownership process. They'd go over all your accessories, all of your vehicle presentation, and they'd be the same person who would shake your hand as you go out the door. So again, that relationship is incredibly important to us. So when you're in, make sure and ask for myself. I'd love to say hello. My brother Clint, my dad Art, my mom Debbie pops around from time to time as well too. So it really is a family business. We'd love to have you become part of our family. Thank you.
In Frederick, we believe in rolling up our sleeves, not just for ourselves, but for each other. We believe in playing outside until the stars flicker on and protecting the hallowed ground of childhood. We believe in a lifelong commitment to actions as good as our intentions. We believe in the power of our voices and the obligation of our hearts to form a strong foundation. We believe we are onto something that's worth all we can give it. Here, the life we dream of is ours to create.
I think the future is bright for Frederick. I think we understand our identity and who we are, and we don't want to lose that.
The town is really built on the community of people and how everyone almost treats people like family.
I see an opportunity to have a seat at the table and to show our worth and our value and our undeniable characteristics of being a lovely community that's welcome to all.
Hey, I'm Jake Marsing, social studies teacher and advisor of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, and you're watching GEBN. Go Golden Eagles! And that, welcome back everybody to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. As you see, the Frederick Golden Eagles down on the field getting ready for second half action here. They currently down to the Scottsbluff Bearcats, not 14-12, but actually 17-12 is the score here, thanks to a booming kick at the end of that first half. Coach, what was your impressions from the first half there? I'm joined by, of course, Coach Lear up here. Coach?
You know, I think the kids came out and played a great first half. Credit to Scottsbluff, they kept coming. It's been a great game so far, but again, I think if you're our coaches, you want to make sure that our kids don't get hung up on the last second, 59-yard field goals. Those don't happen every day. Obviously, they're going to be a boost for Scottsbluff, so now we've got to weather that storm and make sure that we come back, bounce back, get tough, and, do what you did the whole first half, punch them in the mouth and move the ball. And again, defensively, I'm sure they went in, made a couple adjustments, things to look for, and hopefully we can maybe come back and sneak one out of here.
And Frederick should get the ball to start this second half, so we'll hope for good things on the way. When we come back, we will have the second half kick here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty, and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadell Realty.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab Tires is too. Because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Santos. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Frederick High School, and you are watching GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagles!
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Your Frederick Golden Eagles getting ready for the second half kick here on our homecoming special. We had the chance to check out some homecoming parade action a little bit earlier today, thanks to our intrepid photographer. Homecoming parade, all the festivities, all the wonderful things that happen during homecoming week. You gotta love it. We were out there, we're all over the place. Homecoming, an exciting time, and right now we've got ourselves one exciting football game. Golden Eagles, 12-17, down but not out of this one here from Frederick. Coach, what are your thoughts as we get ready for the second half kick?
You know, again, I just hope we can overcome that last second field goal, get refocused, and realize we're in this thing. So we got to, we're the underdog coming in according to everybody else. So, hey, let's build on it. Let's make them worry about us. And, hey, I just wanted to tell you, by the looks of the size of this crowd, we might need some new bleachers out here.
Hey!
We are a packed house.
You know, it was fun today watching everybody try and cram into the gym, but it'll be Frederick football back to receive. I see Gisrell back there. Is that Tatum back there as well?
No, it looks like number 24.
Is that Sonny?
Sonny,
yeah. Sonny Del Pizzo will be the one to return this kick, but it'll bounce into the end zone for the touchback, and the Golden Eagles will start on the 20-yard line.
So Frederick will begin the third quarter of football. First and 10 on their
third quarter for the Frederick offense. Coach, we talked earlier in the game about your keys. Your keys to this game were pretty simple ones, as we'll throw that graphic back up onto the screen. Coach, you talked about continuing to grow, eliminating mistakes, controlling and containing the run game. How do you think, if you're a teacher as well, how would you grade this Frederick football team so far on those three things?
In the first half, I think they'd be getting an A. They've done really everything they've asked. They've eliminated those mistakes. They've stayed away from those things, creating a turnover. They've also had, defensively, they've done a pretty good job slowing down that run game. I know there's been some success, but they're not just giving up big play after big play. And then, certainly I think we're seeing those young, inexperienced kids grow up right before our eyes, and that's a lot of fun, and it's exciting.
We are, but speaking of young and maybe inexperienced, but certainly not untalented, we're going to go down to the third member of our team on the sideline, Frida Wishman, with a report. Frida?
Oh, man. Oh, no, I'm falling.
Halftime ended. Golden Eagles fall a little behind, but they're looking to get some points on the board. Felt the energy, ready for this second half. And, just looking to get some points on the board, come home with a homecoming win. Big game. Back to you guys.
Bounces on the ground and recovered by number 41, Tatum Sanders.
Thank you so much for that, Frida. We appreciate you. Right now, we're going to come back to a 3rd and long for Frederick after a little bit of a mishandling. Ishmael, under pressure, steps up, ball in the air, and underthrown. It'll be incomplete, 4th down on the way for Frederick.
Yeah, that second down fumble and that handoff exchange in the backfield hurt you. Not really sure what happened. Of course, if you're the running back, you're going to blame the quarterback. If you're the quarterback, you're going to blame the running back. But that's just the way it works. But we avoided the turnover. Now we need to try to get back out and establish some defense. Hats off to Scottsbluff. They came out, and we weren't able to connect on those 2 passes. Let's get a good punt here, and let's play some defense.
Punt on the way. There was some talk earlier in the week about whether or not Dylan Norwood would be handling kicks all week. He is back. He's not back on this one, though. It's a high kick, but a short kick, and it's going to take a Scottsbluff bounce. It's going to be tough field position for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, that one popped up in the air, and unfortunately we got a little wind coming in right now. Nothing too bad, but it's blowing sideways, and that thing just hung up in the air. Didn't get much out of it like we had on those earlier kicks.
So it'll be 1st down for the Scottsbluff offense. Frederick down 12-17 right now. Sebastian Boyle, the kid we talked about coming into this one, it took us a minute to figure it out because he did a number change between when we saw him last year and this year. He's in 29 right now. He's the big boy in the backfield right there. To Kelly's left. Kelly back out there. Boyle's going to take the handoff. Power forward for a gain of about 7 on that one. Second down on the way for the Scottsbluff Bearcats.
You know, that was a good run, but that offensive line you got to give credit to on that play. They stood up our defensive linemen and just pushed them back for a good 5-6 yards.
And you wonder if, how do you, in terms of staying motivated, staying, well positioned up front, using as best as you can, the size that you've got to try and make plays. I wonder if size eventually, as the game goes on, continues to be a factor. But
well, you worry about them wearing you down, but again, I think as long as we tackle there, we
big play here, and they're gonna call a flag. This might be an unnecessary. It looks like Mr. Tone went down on that one too. Yeah. I hope he's okay down there on the sideline.
Yeah,
he looks to be okay.
I think we might have a face mask maybe, but face mask or then certainly there wasn't any flag on the sideline, and I don't see a second hat, so I don't think they're going to get a late hit, but perhaps a face mask or something. Yeah, the personal foul face mask.
So that'll hurt Frederick a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't help ourselves, certainly field position-wise coming out, but got to just keep fighting, keep plugging.
Fighting and plugging. This is one of those moments where you can't let this game get away from you if you're Frederick. And they've hung tough, they've hung in, but you got to make a stop defensively.
Well, you got to try. It's going to be hard to do, but you definitely got to get out there and give it everything you got, and I'm sure they will because they have the whole game, and I really think they've been doing that the whole year. It hasn't always worked out, but the effort has not been a problem.
As we're going to have run here, and that is going to be a Scottsbluff touchdown. Touchdown, Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
Touchdown,
they will take
Scottsbluff.
Another lead here.
That looked more like a rugby scrum than a football play, but it was darn effective. They got the big line moving, and again, there was a big pileup, but they moved us right back into the end zone and came away with a touchdown. So offense is going to have to answer.
Offense will have to answer, as now it is a 2-possession game, about to potentially be a 12-point ball game here. Scottsbluff looking to go up 24-12. Kick is up. That kicker's got a leg on him. He is good. And that will be indeed a 12-point ball game. So a 2-possession game fully now for Frederick. Got to respond offensively here. We'll see if they can when we come back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Kendra Badgekar with Remax Nexus. I've been serving Carbon Valley for 6 years, and what I love most about this area is the small town feel with all of our great local businesses and community events. If you've heard the real estate market's changing, you're right. Homes are staying on the market longer, prices are not increasing as rapidly as they have in the past couple of years, but that doesn't mean it's not the right time to make a move. You still gain an incredible amount of equity that you can use to purchase your dream home or think about buying an investment property. Let's grab a cup of coffee and chat about your goals.
Over the year.
Sorry to St. Brain Block. We will hear from them certainly a little bit later. Do want to give a shout out to the kicker for the Scottsbluff Bearcats. His kick, just announced a little while ago, the 59-yarder you saw at the end of the first half, is in fact a record in this stadium. There's never been a kick longer in this Frederick Stadium than that 59-yarder you saw at the half. So congrats to Talon on that play, as we're going to see Gisrael Palma try and take this tricky hop here, make a cut and see if he can get upfield. Not able to be brought down.
They did a nice job of rallying to the ball, but we got the ball out to the 20. So after it took a kind of funny hop on the turf.
They spot that just at the 20-yard line. First down, Frederick.
It'll be first down here for the Frederick offense. Ishmael out of the gun. Is that Kamarley to his left?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Kamarley to his right, going to be handoff, play action, under pressure immediately. Gavin forced to step up, tries to get the ball out, he does, but it's underthrown and incomplete.
Yeah, he got hit right as he was delivering the ball, and it caused that ball to flutter and come up short. Looks like Scottsbluff is just pinning their ears back right now, coming at us.
How do you hang in? How do you stay tough? How do you keep your morale up? That's the question for these Golden Eagles right now. We'll see what they can do.
We got a bunch trips down here on this formation.
That's going to be Kamarley bringing the ball forward. Short gain, maybe a couple yards on that one.
Yeah, it looks like about 2 or 3 yards. Give us 3rd and 7. Not a bad job up front. It looked like he was trying to slide to the outside, and one of their big linebackers or linemen were able to grab onto him and hold him in there.
(12-24) our score. 9 minutes and 37 seconds or so. 35 seconds left in the third. Ishmael, high snap, 3-step drop, under pressure immediately, tries to get it out, and that's going to be picked off.
Yep.
Picked off by Scottsbluff, coming back the other way. This one might go for 6, and it will. So now all of a sudden you've got yourself some challenges as Jet Webb, the kid that we talked about earlier, makes a heck of a play. Pick 6 for the Scottsbluff Bearcats. Number 5, excuse me. Oh, it was 7. Sorry about that, Coach. Yeah.
No, you're right, Coach. Gavin was under a ton of pressure right there. With pressure makes this game a lot more difficult for anybody. So, tough break for the Eagles, and now we really are up against it. And hopefully our defense can get something going for us. We need to return the favor.
Coach, these Golden Eagles have to come down and try and figure some things out, and that's going to be incomplete. No flag.
No, he missed he hit the cross.
Oh yeah, excuse me. That's what I meant. I said
goal.
Incomplete, but I meant a missed field goal there. He hit the upright there.
Yeah.
So some nights you hit sometimes you hit a 59-yarder, sometimes you miss it off the left upright,
You hit the upright. Yeah, so offensively we got to come back out and try to bounce back and shake that off. It's going to be hard to do, but you know what? That's what you have to do is, again, when you're young and you make those mistakes, you got to try to overcome them. So we got to try to get something going right here, and then again, just try to do some positive things.
That's going to be the goal here, and we'll see how things come out, and it winds up being on the flip side here. 30-12 our score right now. Golden Eagles gonna need a play. Gonna need a play. Just a reminder that our broadcast brought to you in part by United Power. At United Power, we're a proud partner of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network and proud to power local sports and local schools. United Power, your local Touchstone Energy cooperative. I have been getting texts all night, Coach, that the power went out at my house a little while ago. So we do not have United Power. We're on City of Longmont Power. So maybe it might have been better had United Power been our provider.
Could have been.
Actually, I heard somebody drove into a tree and it knocked over a transformer. So
that's not good.
It's not good. Not good. Speaking of not good, your Golden Eagles down 12-30 right now, a 28-point. Is my math right there, Coach? 18 points? 18-point ball game, excuse me.
18 points. That's
not
why
28.
we're social studies teachers.
Hey, I took math for the liberal arts. We sat around in a circle, talked about how numbers made us feel.
There you go. All right, well, let's see if we can bounce back here and try to get something going. Get them positive get back on the positive side of things, Jake. It's what you got to do with a young football team.
And this is a young football team. That's the thing to remember, right? We've seen all through the year how they balance, they grow. This is potentially a growth opportunity. They can come back in this one. Ishmael, high snap, play action, rolls right. Caught there. Oh!
I think he had it.
Bobbles the football. Palma, they're going to say incomplete.
Darn it.
Gisrell looks upset about dropping that football. That call could have gone the other way, too. They could have said he had possession, right, Coach?
I think he's upset with himself. I think he knows he probably tried to turn up a little early, but, I think he's upset with himself because I think he saw a big play out of that possibly.
And there is no doubt when Gavin looks up, he's looking number 2's way. He's looking the junior's way. They're in the same class. I actually have had both his students. And it's fun to watch those two developing a really nice chemistry as he's going to look Gisrell's way again. And this time the play is going to be complete. Palma makes a man miss. Tackled down at the 45-yard line. Big gainer for the Frederick offense. First down, Golden Eagles.
You know, one thing you got to give our kids is they're not laying down. You know what? They're coming out. And Gavin took a couple big hits so far this second half, and he's still firing away. So, again, hats off to the players, coaches, and the effort that they're giving right now.
They are, that is about resilience. Talk about a guy drops a play, the very next snap, you look his way. That is cool to see. Is Ishmael going to look to make another play? Swarmed there on the tackle.
Yep, nice job catching that football.
Braden Rudman with the catch.
And again, they've looks like they've made a couple adjustments up front, maybe, I'm not sure. Or if Scottsbluff's backing off, but the pressure that we saw in those first 2 drives is not quite getting there as fast, and hopefully we can keep that up.
Ishmael out of the gun, 3-step drop, sets up looking for the big play, picked off.
Yeah, that kid stepped in, read that. Oh, he might go again.
This might be 6 once again. Let's see if Ishmael can make the tackle. He is going to slow him down, but it does look like this is going to go the other way. That is another Scottsbluff pick 6, and all of a sudden you've got the makings of what I think some folks feared this game might be. Nate Kelly, number 5, their quarterback, playing both sides, reads that one like a quarterback would, comes up with a pick 6 going back the other way.
Yeah, we got a penalty down back here. I'm not sure who it's on or what it is, but it looks like it's going against us because they're not bringing it back like we were hoping. We avoided the mistakes early. Again, you got to give credit to Scottsbluff. They're getting the pressure on us, and right now they're creating some of those mistakes. So again, we got to get back to it and keep playing.
Well, we'll keep playing. We'll keep bringing it to you. Your score right now, 36, about to be 37. It is 37-12. Frederick down. They've hung tough in this game, Coach. They've managed to find some ways to score points, get on the board, but all of a sudden you wind up in a tough spot. What's your message to your players here?
Right now unfortunately, you don't have a lot of time to talk to people, but you got to start just talking to them about keep playing, keep working. You see, looks like Burke Eisman down on the sideline, coming out to break the huddle, and he's trying to get him fired up with waving his arms. So, you got to just try to stay as positive as you can, even though it's hard when you see those kids dropping their heads. So, as coaches, you got to try to be as positive as you can, because hopefully you can get something to turn around, and you want to finish this game with some positive things.
You do want to finish with some positives. We've got 7 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Kick on the way. Once again, it is Palma back to receive along with Sonny. Booming kick downfield going over the head of Sonny and out of the end zone for a Scottsbluff touchback. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Brian Stapp, dealer principal of Stapp Interstate Toyota. Wanted to thank you very much for visiting our website and supporting our dealership. A little bit about us. My father and grandfather opened up our dealership in 1974 in Longmont, Colorado, right there on Main Street. And now we're located on I-25 in Frederick, Colorado. We moved out here in 2007 and opened up the first Image 2 dealership in the state of Colorado, something we're very proud of. And more than anything, it kind of was...
Welcome back in. Sorry about that, Brian Stapp. Our friends over at Stapp Interstate Toyota. We'll hear more from them later, but back to game action. Ishmael, they're trying to set up screen here, trying to slow down this rush, and this is going to be Tristan making plays out, down, across about the 35-yard line or so.
That's a good little play, set up something that, a little misdirection with the little screen back to the weak side, roll out one way, looking to the right and coming back to the left, and again, you got a 1-on-2, our blockers out front. Nice pickup, great first down.
Now you just got to make plays, right? One snap at a time as Ishmael drags this one forward on a keeper, brought down after a gain of about 6. So again, you're staying on schedule, you're doing everything you can, but you look at a couple of those big mistakes that Gavin had in this ball game, and it's a tough one to look at and say, okay, how do you grow from those decisions, right? And a lot of it's the pressure that Scottsbluff's been putting on him.
Yeah, there's been some pressure. Again, he's trying to make plays. Right now you want to settle him back down and again, get him back in that progression. You know, he was in a good place early, and just a couple mistakes. There's
another mistake right there. Yep, high snap. Rylan Zadell's snap goes over the head of Ishmael.
Yeah.
And that looks like, is it Scottsbluff's ball?
No, he jumped on Gavin. He was already down. To be honest with you, you know, the ref was blowing the whistle as the kid jumped on him, and then he just took the ball from him. But Gavin covered it and was down.
That's a tough one there. I mean, it's mistakes, right? They've hung in this game all night.
Yeah.
And it's just been mistakes. So, but you got an opportunity here. You still have a quarter and a half of football or so to play. Ishmael, snap on target that time, under pressure immediately, incomplete, looking for Palma.
That was that pass on the line. It was going to be a hard catch, but he didn't put that ball in a place that could have been going the other way. So, that snap is a bit of a heartbreaker. But again, we got it. Now we got to get the punt out, get it off, and we got to play some defense.
Got to get the punt out. Got to play defense. Got to see where things land. Try and prevent another score here. Looks like a little confusion down there on the Frederick sideline about personnel as they're going to try and make a switch here. There's 11 on the field now. That's where you need. Punt. Good punt this time.
Definitely.
It looks downed. Scottsbluff never did touch, but it's going to be down at about the 46.
Yeah.
Number 12, Cole Hoagie, back from the punt for the Golden Eagles. The ball is spotted at the 46.
So this is going to be first down here and 10. Get the graphic up to date. There we go. First down and 10 for Frederick. We're going to go to that sideline camera momentarily to bring you game action as we make a quick battery change up top. But there we go. Thank you so much to our sideline reporter as you see deep in that huddle. That is a cool angle that we have, Coach. Not a lot of high schools have when we have that folks down on the field.
That is really kind of fun to look at. Give us a little different vantage point. Again, number 7 was in there. I'm pretty sure he took that direct snap. You know, he appears to be back at that quarterback since they changed it, second quarter, I think. And he's been running the ball pretty darn effectively.
Number 7, Jet Webb. He's the one. He has a pick 6 on the night as well, along with Nate Kelly. Jet Webb, Nate Kelly, Sebastian Boyle. These Scottsbluff Bearcats have some dogs, as Coach Prime would say, as I'm sure our Nebraska viewers will find out. And this is going to be the big man Boyle around the corner, trying to get the edge. Not quite able to get there. Really clear that one of the keys for this one coming in was getting him to the ground. They have rallied to him really effectively. He's made plays, but he's not been able to dominate the game in the way that he was last year.
Yeah, defensively, they did a nice job stringing that play out, running him to the sideline and just rallying to the ball. And, he had to break a couple tackles, but we held him to a gain of a yard, so that's a win for the defense.
Held him to a gain of a yard here, and this is going to be a second down carry on that left side.
Now number 5's back in there, so.
Webb back in there. See that Frederick defense doing the best they can to rally.
Yep.
It's 3rd down and 4.
3rd down here.
3rd down and 4. We'd love to get them off the field.
That would be big in terms of a change of momentum. You had so much momentum early, and some mistakes have just turned it, but this is not going to be the play, as a big run here is going to result in a Scottsbluff first down. Eric Ross on the tackle there for Frederick.
You got to give Scottsbluff some credit. They've done a nice job. They saw us keying Boyle, and they've mixed it up. They've run some different players. That time they ran it to the little wingback coming from the other side. Again, that little counter or trap action, whatever you want to call it, and inside handoff. So little misdirection, and they're keeping us honest, I guess you'd say.
See, down in the trenches there is where this game's being played, where Scottsbluff's winning it right now, as
There's Boyle.
Boyle making it around the edge. Boy, they had some misdirection going there, Coach. He got him in his hands, and he's just so big, so fast. It's no wonder that he was been targeted as a D1 recruit for a long, long time now.
He's definitely got some good size, and he's a strong runner. Braden Stark did a nice job riding him out of bounds because he was one-on-one with him. And he
do you know Braden at all, Coach? Do you know?
Yeah.
You have. Braden's not a small guy, but he's not Sebastian Boyle big either. So doing what you can to get him to the ground is a fun thing to see. For I told him this morning, just get him to the ground, and he did that there. So nice job by Braden. Another snap on the way. Scottsbluff looking for an opportunity. This one's going to be caught along the sideline. Kelly's pass complete, and we will have.
Looks like we got wholesale changes up front, probably trying to get some fresh bodies out there and fresh guys in the up front line.
Now this isn't about young guys.
Down.
This isn't about young guys yet, right? This is about fresh bodies as opposed to bringing in young guys.
I think they're just trying to keep it fresh up front as they can because those big kids are working hard and wearing us down. So we got to try to keep people moving and playing. So.
And that's going to be brought down at about the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
No touchdown quite yet for Scottsbluff.
Right in front of the goal line.
It will be 1st and goal from about the half-inch mark.
Yeah.
1st down and goal on the way from, a Sebastian Boyle leap away. Hopefully they are ready for that. But there is a Bearcat down on the field. Bearcat down right now. We'll give him some respect while he gets stretched out. Take a look. Looks like he's okay. Could be a cramping issue, but see there the Frederick the Frederick defense down there making some communications, trying to understand some different things. Coach, just hanging in there, right? That's all you can do.
There's times like say when the team is big like they are and they start to take over the line of scrimmage, there's sometimes you just feel like there's nothing you can do. So, as coach, you're doing everything you can. You could think of at this point. You probably tried just about everything you have. And, just try to stay positive and try to hope somebody can break through that line of scrimmage and maybe make a play in the backfield. But they've got no distance in their splits. It looks like they're almost foot to foot. And, again, it's not just the load up front. There's big kids that are lead blocking half the time and of course, big kid carrying the ball. So, this is definitely a difficult challenge for our defense.
Well, we'll see what they can do here from about the half-yard line, and that is going to get in there. The big boy Boyle, Sebastian the Beast Boyle, adds another touchdown to his numbers, and it will now be 43-12. The Scottsbluff Bearcats coach officially running away with this one.
Yeah, it's getting frustrating, I'm sure, for the players and coaches. But again, we still got a quarter to play. We got to try to get back. And our last offensive set, we had a few nice plays, couple things good happen, and then again we had a mistake and kind of flipped that field position. And it's always hard when you're 3rd and 25 to try to overcome. And again, they're definitely in this second half. They're not finding themselves in any kind of long situation on 3rd down.
Nope, it's been a challenge here for the Golden Eagles, and we're going to continue to support this team, do what we can to bring you the news and the action live here, Coach. And you watch the game and you see you still got 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. You rally as best you can. You make decisions as best you can about what your best option is. But speaking of good options, Coach, did you know that the 2024 Frederick High School yearbook staff is excited to capture the memories and moments of the 2023-24 school year? Please make sure that your FHS memories last forever by purchasing a 2024 yearbook. Take advantage of the lowest prices of the year, $75 before September 8th. And as an added bonus, purchasing personalization, your name embossed on the front cover, will allow you to add up to 4 icons for free. Prices will increase throughout the year, and yearbooks have sold out the last 2 years. Coach, get your yearbook right now if you haven't already. You got to grab one of those things. You showed me your old high school yearbook today. That was quite the thing to see. Coach Lear back in the day. I wish we would have pulled one of those photos to show our audience at home.
I had hair.
Yeah. Rowdy crowd trying to stick with it. 2 minutes and 25 ticks left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Coach, for our audience at home, just remind folks, what's the running clock rule for Chassa? Just a reminder.
I want to say 40 points, I
40
believe.
points?
So
okay.
We got a ways.
We got a ways to go.
Let's stay away from that thing. Let's put a couple more on here, and let's don't give them the pleasure.
That's the goal. You don't want to give them a pleasure. You got an opportunity still. You got a full quarter to play, right? You hang in tough. You make a couple plays. The next thing you know, back in this ball game. That's the goal for these Golden Eagles. As you already see down at the bottom of your screen, some Golden Eagle receivers lining up, eager to get this snap off, get rolling. That's going to be a completed pass, just trying to work the perimeter here.
That was a nice little run by Sonny. You know, good block out there by number 2, and then dodge, force a missed tackle right there, slided tackle, and pick up a good 8 yards on first down. It's a good positive play.
That is indeed a good positive play, and just stack one of those on top of another, and let's see where things land. Hey, be sure to join us for future broadcasts. We got 3 of them coming up next week. And if you're watching right now, tell us where you're watching from. Hit that live chat. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well. We appreciate you letting us know. Are you watching from Frederick? You watching from Colorado? You watching from Scottsbluff? Also, be sure to tell me exactly how many points the Colorado Buffaloes will beat the Nebraska Cornhuskers by tomorrow. I'm looking forward to hearing the Nebraska folks tell me their predictions for that game as well. But meanwhile, big play here for the Frederick Golden Eagle offense. Frederick trying to get back in it. First down after the snap there. I'm too busy rooting on my Buffs over here, Coach. I gotta dial in here. Gotta be professional.
No comment.
How's OU doing?
Well, we had a good game last week.
There
so
you go.
We'll
Snap.
hopefully continue.
Gavin,
Nice
again,
ball.
Palma along the sideline. Nice ball for Gavin. They've had success on that comeback tonight.
Yeah, they have. They're putting together some nice plays right here. Again, we're getting ourselves to the midfield. Is where we want to be. So, it's good to see them bounce back. Again, credit to those players and coaches. They're not letting up. They're going to keep plugging away.
And it feels like you go to the plays that you know your players have confidence in. Is that right? So that comeback route to Palma we've seen a couple times tonight.
Well, that and the little quick screen out there to the 2 receiver set. They got numbers out there. Obviously that's going to give us a little better chance of trying to run in with all those big kids up front that they got. They're blitzing linebackers. And
play action here. Ooh, good pickup on the blitz, but Gavin under pressure going to be sacked.
Yeah. In
the backfield, and he is down. Doesn't stay down, but just pressure immediately.
Yeah, we just didn't. It looked like the routes were a little bit too deep on that particular play for what they came at us with. It wasn't really anybody's fault. It just routes were developing and getting open, but it was a little too late because of the blitz that got through.
Yeah. And Gavin does come up a little bit sore. He had an ankle issue last week that he was able to play, but it definitely hampered him a little bit in the second half. We'll see if that is a factor at all as he makes a quick throw out along the sideline.
Nice quick throw, good little probably 4 or 5 yard pickup. Their defense, give him credit. He was all over that as soon as the ball got there.
What have they been doing defensively, Scottsbluff, tonight, Coach? What are they running? I haven't been looking if they're running cover 2 or if they're just running what are they doing defensively that's been challenging tonight for Frederick?
I think when we've had trouble is when they've brought maybe an extra guy or two. When they've had 3 people rushing, we were fine. When they brought that extra, 4th or 5th player, that's really what's been creating the problem, from what I can tell. It looks to me like if it's a cover 2, they're definitely playing a little soft, probably not wanting to give up the big ball. Certainly at this point in the game, with the score the way it is, you want to avoid that. But they're solid up front, and that's kind of what's been hampering us.
So a tough third quarter here. They ended the half down 17-12, now down 44-12. A tough third quarter for your Golden Eagles, but a whole quarter of play in front of us. If the Scottsbluff Bearcats can do it, surely the Golden Eagles can as well. We'll find out when we come back for the fourth quarter here on the...
Hi, I'm Brian Stapp, dealer principal of Stapp Interstate Toyota. Wanted to thank you very much for visiting our website and supporting our dealership. A little bit about us. My father and grandfather opened up our dealership in 1974 in Longmont, Colorado, right there on Main Street. And now we're located on I-25 in Frederick, Colorado. We moved out here in 2007 and opened up the first Image 2 dealership in the state of Colorado, something we're very proud of. And more than anything, it kind of was a nice little place mark in our dealership's history over the last 46 years. about taking the next step and embracing what Colorado is becoming, quite frankly. We're very proud of our history. A couple things that we'd like to point out that I think is very unique in the industry is that we only have one person who...
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Your Golden Eagles on a 3rd and long here.
Nice.
Ishmael, big play to Jezreel Palma down the sideline, puts it on a dime for a Golden Eagle first down.
Nice pass, nice catch, but you know what? They brought the big running back in and brought him off the edge, tried to sneak him in. Our offensive line picked him up, did a nice job giving Gavin that little extra time, and he delivered a strike.
And he did, and they're going to continue to move the chains here, see what they can do. You make adjustments, you try and figure out what's working, what's not. Ishmael, shotgun, that play's blown up immediately. Tristan Dean in the backfield, just big boy back there, number 53 for Scottsbluff. Gets in the backfield, makes a play.
He almost beat the snap back to the quarterback. He can
that's Adric,
really quick.
That's Adric Perez back there for the Scottsbluff Bearcats. Just blew that play up before Frederick even knew what hit him. So good stuff there if you're a Scottsbluff Bearcat fan. But right now, Golden Eagles, 2nd and 13. Ishmael out of the shotgun. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Takes the snap, sets up, looks, trying to find a completion on that comeback again, and sure enough, he finds Braden Rudman. More success with that comeback route, Coach.
You know, he's throwing the ball before he breaks. That's a great job to coach that up and to get those kids doing that. And they're both juniors.
Yeah.
So they're in sync right there on that quick out. And again, he's throwing the ball before the receiver breaks.
That's the thing.
And it's helping.
You know, they're both juniors. Gavin's a junior. You look at this team. Yes, it's a tough start to the year if things are and in this game the way it looks like they may. We'll see how this 4th quarter goes. But you got to love what the future holds for this Golden Eagle team next year as well as this year. You know, you want to get a win here if you can. Ishmael. Rolling right, throws, caught by Palma again down the sideline, and we got a little drive here going.
Yep.
Golden Eagles are cooking.
Nice play. You know, Jake, the one thing is we're taking on some good competition. You know, you're starting out with a top 10 team in Holy Family. You got a 4A team in Monarch that hadn't lost now. They're 2-0. And you're playing one of the top teams in state of Nebraska every year in their classification. And it's a tough challenge, you know. They are good football programs that we're playing against, and it's some growing pains. A little high on the snap.
There's some growing pains again. Gavin under pressure. Zadell's snap over the head of Gavin Ishmael, and Gavin's managing, but it's that's a tough one. That's a second high snap tonight from Zadell.
That's, you know, those things unfortunately are going to happen throughout the course of a game, but as I was saying, you know, we're playing good teams and good competition. You know, last year that worked out for us. We were able to eke out some close wins, some scary moments, I'm sure, for coaches. But, you know, this year's going to tough start, but I think it's going to prepare us for what we got coming league-wise.
Absolutely. You got league play coming up here as Ishmael looking to make a play. That time complete on, again, that comeback. Down at about the 11-yard line there. Sonny Del Pizzo on that catch. He's had a nice game tonight as well. It feels like he's a weapon in this offense that you could hope to see more of moving forward.
Oh, yeah. They're really impressed with their receivers. And, again, offensive line stood up, gave Gavin just enough time to get rid of that ball, and we just gained everything that we'd lost on the snap. So you got 2 downs to try to get this first down, and you got to get 9 yards.
And during this break, we got a player down on the field. We're going to go down to the sideline right now. The 3rd member of our team, Frida Wishman. Frida?
Golden Eagles going into this 4th quarter, hoping to put some more points on the board, trying to keep everyone hyped up and just keep fighting till the very end. Yeah, hoping to come back and get some more points on the board. Back to you guys.
No way! I just cock-blocked the fuck.
Thank you so much for that report, Frida. We'll continue checking in with you. We might hit you up post-game as well. Frida, by the way, just a freshman down there working the sideline. We appreciate her talking to players, talking to coaches, feeling the vibe out through the night. And, you know, we're continuing to try things here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network and see what works and see how easy it is. And student-led crew. Of course, Dante and Carly will be back next week as we call football against the Silver Creek Raptors. Good opportunity next week to potentially get a win for these Golden Eagles, Coach. But we'll see where things land here at the end of this one. Ishmael out of the gun. Play action, looking towards Paul McCott. Touchdown, Frederick! Frederick touchdown as he celebrates with Coach Corey Klimper. Frederick touchdown right there. Nice play by Jezreel Palma to put the Golden Eagles back in this ball game.
You know, I wish we could replay that one because you'll see a receiver run a really great route. He took a hard step into the inside and then popped right back outside, and Gavin had it timed. Really good football play. Again, clearly they've worked a lot on those things. Receivers are running some really nice routes today. And again, Gavin's delivering the ball. And again, when you give Gavin time, good things are happening.
Gavin's timing on these routes, on these comebacks, is so impressive. His ability to make those hard, to make those reads, deliver the ball on time and on target when he's got time and the snap's in the right spot and all of those good things. So lots of opportunities here for the Golden Eagles as they try and go for two. Looking out, and that one complete once again. Braden Rudman, and all of a sudden the Golden Eagles might be cooking here, Coach.
You know what? I'm just really happy for those kids because, again, they've been playing their hearts out, and the third quarter got away from them, so it's a great way to answer and get the fourth quarter started.
Hey, absolutely. Tough third quarter, but you come back like that in the fourth, and all of a sudden you're down a couple possessions, but you score quick again, and you're making this a ball game, Coach. 20-44, the score here in Frederick on homecoming night. You know what a story it would be if these Golden Eagles could keep making some plays here, Coach.
You know, you gotta keep them. You got to give all the credit in the world. Again, you watch the coaches on the sideline. You watch the players on the sideline. They haven't stopped. They keep coming. They keep playing. You got that kind of attitude. You got that kind of work ethic and that kind of commitment. You're going to have good things happen for you.
Good things indeed. We'll hope for more good things as this third quarter progresses. Is that Dylan Norwood out there? It is, getting ready to kick it back to the Scottsbluff Bearcats. You go onside here, Coach? What do you think?
They went onside in the first play. Why not?
We'll see what happens. Norwood. He won't. He'll kick it deep, and it will wind up out of bounds. That's tough. That's a tough break.
If that would have checked up, he had the right idea to drive it. They only had two people deep. They were expecting the onside. So I suppose on one hand, you kick it deep. If you're able to keep it back there and make that field a little longer and help your defense out. Now we need to see if our defense can bounce back a little bit here and get some positive things happening. Again, they've been making them work, but we just been a little outmanned up front, I think.
Big time opportunity here, though. You get a stop, right? Get a stop, go down, score. All of a sudden, you're back in it. Couple possession ball game. Get a stop, go down. Here, there you go, right? You're right back in it if this defense can make a play here.
You know, we used to have a chant when I was young, before I was coaching, fumble play. That would come in nice right here, because I doubt they're going to give us a chance to pick it off, because I'm pretty sure they're probably going to run the ball.
Props to Glenn in the live chat, by the way, saying that the Buffs are going to win tomorrow 45-31. I like that score, Glenn. I like it. Meanwhile, Scottsbluff Bearcats back in possession of the football, bringing it out across the 40-yard line. Band back into it. Rowdy crowd still into it.
Wesley Walker on the tackle for the Golden Eagles.
Sebastian Boyle will check out for the Bearcats. Checks in, checks out. Look at those. Look at that ball. That's a great shot of the football right there. Nice job to Ethan DeLear getting that shot down on the sideline. Snap low, handoff. Just gutting up the middle of that Frederick defense for a first down for these Bearcats.
Nice patience by the running back there. He waited for the hole to open, and when it did, he just stepped up inside of it and picked up 5-6 yards.
Josiah Martinez on the tackle for the Golden Eagles.
Josiah Martinez on that tackle. You know what's fun, Coach? I'll be honest. I'm a third-year teacher here at Frederick. It is fun having former students and current students out there. Like watching them in this setting, watching them grind, watching them work. It is a neat opportunity to watch some guys do what they love. Flag on this one. And you're obviously much more familiar with that than I am, but it is a neat opportunity. I've had Josiah, I've had Braden, I've had Rylan, I've had Gavin, I've had a bunch of these students now that have grown into their own, and really that's what this is about, right? Tough moments like this, you find opportunities to help these young men grow.
You know, it is. It's fun to watch them play, and again, it's drives like that last drive by the offense. Just it's good to see, and you know, it's something you go back after this game's all over, and regardless of score, and you can find some positive and come away with positive, because there's been a lot of effort. And like I say, there's some really good kids out there that are giving everything they got. They're like I say, they're having a hard time up front staying with this big group of linemen, and their offensive line is really starting to take over this football game, without a doubt.
They are. They're starting to take over this game. It's a big gain there for the Bearcats. Scottsbluff within striking distance once again. Ball is just outside the red zone, as they would say.
First down, Bearcat.
But some good stuff here on the way. First down, Bearcats coming up. First down and 10. 7 minutes and about 7.5 minutes or so left to go in this ball game. Bearcat offense. What kind of offense they've been running tonight, Coach? Coach us up a little bit. What are they doing out there?
To me, it looks like a version of the old single wing. You know, they got that back quarterback. They do the shotgun snap too, but it definitely looks like a single wing. Again, people familiar Colorado with any Loveland High School football from a couple years back when they were in the state championship against Skyline. This is what you saw. Not a lot of passing. And everybody thought 4A football, you got to throw the ball. And Loveland ran away with that game about 5 or 6 years ago. And then a couple years later, they turned around and won it again. So, you know, it's misdirection. It's all about angles up front. And again, it certainly helps to have the big running back. But right now, their goal is to grind out games and wear down the opponent, and they've been able to do that tonight.
I think we've seen that kind of we've seen perseverance up front from Frederick, but we've seen the dynamic nature of this offense, and I think we've seen maybe 2 passes all night. That's going to be another Scottsbluff touchdown around the end. Touchdown Scottsbluff. Number 5, Nate Kelly, the quarterback on the keeper, just makes it around the edge. And at this point, you look on the sideline, you look on the field, you got a tough break right now.
Yeah, and again, there's the misdirection piece of that. You know that there's a version of the single wing that years ago at school in Akron, Colorado used to run. It was a spinner series, and this is not like that. It's misdirection, but they're not doing the old spinner single wing. This is more of a power game up front. They're, you know, again, and they do it. Obviously, they do it very well. This is something that they coach up, and again, they've got good players, and they're playing to their strength. You know, again, they're playing to their strengths. Similar to what I think, are doing offensively. We've got some good receivers. We've got a good quarterback, and, you know, we're playing to our strengths. You know, minus a few mistakes tonight, we've been pretty good offensively. So hopefully we got a chance here to let's answer. Let's end this on a positive. Let's get something going.
And you see right now Coach Matt Lloyd rallying his guys, telling them, get back out there, do something positive, continue to grow. Do the things that you know you can do, and the things that we've seen tonight. We've seen success for this Frederick Golden Eagle team offensively. That comeback route they've had success with. They've had success with quick screens and kind of those quick out game, the quick throw game, and some other things. They've struggled a little bit up front, but they've done well in terms of balancing it out on offense, and you hope that they can continue to grow.
Well, and they're playing to their strengths, which, you know, I don't think Scottsbluff defense has really many weaknesses, but if there is something that we've been able to do well, it's been take advantage of the matchups on the outside with in the passing game. So again, we want to get decent field position. We got a nice little kick return, get upfield. You know, we're going to end up with the ball. Oh, he's standing on his feet. Look at that effort.
And is that ball out?
It might have been. I hope he didn't.
Ball looked like it popped out, but it's going to wind up in Frederick possession. Sonny Del Pizzo with a nice little back and forth spin around, come back kind of return. Well done there by Sonny.
Yeah, and it looks like, I'm not sure, but it looks like they might be putting in some substitutions on the defensive side at this point. And again, for us, we just need to go out and do a little bit more of what we did in the last drive.
That'll be the goal here for the Frederick offense as they take the field.
Another nice pass, nice timing, good catch. And again, you end up with second short. So that's a good way to start this drive. You know, continue to go with what's been working.
Second down and 5 on the way. Golden Eagles trying to hang tough. 20-51 your score right now, down 31 points. Ishmael on a keeper. Running around, looking for a hold, makes a cut. Nice scamper there from Gavin Ishmael. We saw in the highlight at the beginning of the game. If you missed that, you can check it out. Bring that live stream back a little bit. We ran a highlight from last year's game. Ishmael on his feet was a big factor last year, and he a big factor there on that play.
Yeah, he did a nice job of bouncing that to the outside. Scampered out there for a nice little gain of about 15 yards, it looked like. So, again, we've got things moving in a positive direction. Keep fighting.
Ishmael here looking past that comeback again. They're going to say that is out of bounds, but caught by Palma right at about the 36-yard line of Scottsbluff.
Yeah, another nice 15, 16-yard pickup. So nice chunk plays right now for the offense. Scottsbluff is moving some more people in and out of the defensive secondary.
Ishmael, play action. Under pressure again, rolling right, sets up, just going to throw that one away.
I think that one's going to be...
That wouldn't be grounding, would it?
Yeah, it could be. It's not the NFL, and unless they've changed it. It's been a few years, but I don't believe we have the out-of-the-pocket rule in high school football, and I could be wrong. But I say, I don't have to read the book anymore. So I don't.
But no flag on the play that I see. Either they did change the rule or they just didn't call it. But Frederick will take it. Second down and 10 on the way for the Golden Eagles. Short play action again. Sets up. That one caught by Palma once again, and that's going to be a Frederick touchdown! Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Ishmael Palma, quite the combination. Second tutty on the night for the Frederick Golden Eagle Juniors.
Nice job up front. Again, giving Gavin some time. It looked like Tatum was back there, picked up some of the rush coming in, helped the linemen. They all worked well as a unit. And again, good things happen. Your receiver looked like he was breaking the wrong direction, but he spun it around and caught that thing with his fingertip.
Figured it out. Nice,
heck of a catch.
Nice grab by Palma. Way to make it work.
Great catch.
All good stuff. And Frederick still hanging on. You got to love how this team is playing tough right now. And they're going to try and run it around the edge. Gavin still has it. He'll beat it to the edge for the 2-point conversion is good. And it is now 51-28. Cut into that deficit here with about 4 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in this ball game. 4:57 on our clock.
Yeah, it's good for those kids to have that positive response, to come right back down the field, and again, get some good things going. And again, try to keep building. Try to keep building with this young group of kids.
That building is the key step, right? You get good tape, you see what works against tough teams. That comeback, Gavin he's poised, he's got really good timing, he's got a good arm when he's got time to sit back there and let those plays develop. So that really seems to be the key of some things that they've worked out offensively.
Certainly, I mean, it's definitely something that they're all comfortable with. You can tell they've worked well together, and they've been working a lot. They put a lot of time in the off season. Clearly not just lifting weights, but working on their timing. Those receivers and Gavin are definitely, they're kind of in sync with one another. So those are some positive things you definitely want to take away from this.
Norwood's booming kick downfield can be returned from about the 10-yard line.
Uh-oh.
Coach
There you
sees a
go.
gap, and I
Oh,
see a
man.
gap too, and here we go.
Get there, Dylan.
Dylan
Oh.
Norwood not able to make the tackle.
You know, he missed the tackle, but he slowed him up, and we were able to get the pursuit there.
So nice recovery there, but it is a big return for the
Yep.
Bearcats.
Yep.
Ball will be at about the 40-yard line of Frederick, so couldn't ask for much better field position, Coach.
No, they're coming out. Again, it looks like, not quite sure. Looks like they've got some different linemen in there, possibly some different backs, but they're still pretty big.
Yeah, they're big boys up front, no doubt about it.
Looks like if those are their backups, they're big too. So, but again, defensively, got to just keep doing the same thing, keep plugging, hope for something good to break your way, and maybe create a turnover here if you can.
I mean, you've seen what they can do offensively. They've scored on 2 of the last 3 drives offensively. It's been
yes.
They've got opportunities if they can make a stop on defense here.
Yeah, I'm not so sure we've seen a punt, maybe one. They've been able to drive the ball on us and have some success. You know, we had the early fumble recovery that got us going in the right direction, but you know, that, like I say, mistakes in the third quarter, we fell way behind, and we just haven't been able to stop them on defense the whole second half.
Part of it, Coach, I wonder is, you know, we saw some success last week and in the opener against Holy Family in the secondary. When the ball's in the air, this defense has been able to make plays, interceptions, turnovers. Scottsbluff just doesn't put the ball in the air hardly at all.
No, not, and that's not just for this game. Statistically, it doesn't look like that's something that they do a lot of. You know, and again, why would you? You can control the line of scrimmage, run the ball the way you're running it. And again, you're eating up clock, you're possessing the football. It helps your defense, you know. So, you know, clearly 2 different schemes, 2 different philosophies.
It is, and you know, it plays to some of the weaknesses, if I can use that term, that maybe this young Frederick team has in terms of getting, you know, size up front has been a challenge tonight. That's been a struggle, and they've done their best to overcome it. But when you don't put the ball in the air, when you just play to your strengths, and it's just a mismatch up front, it can be tough. There's a nice play right there, no doubt about it.
You know, it's not just size, Jake. You know, you can have big kids, but they know what they're doing. They're playing really good assignment football.
Speaking of size, look at big number 76 coming in for Scottsbluff. Did you see him running on there, Coach?
Is he a load?
Well, take a look when he comes back in.
Okay.
We just got to check in there.
But again, to give their coaches credit, they run their system well, they coach it well, and again, it's not just big, but they're moving together, and they get things accomplished.
They got a couple of big boys. 76, Chris Galindo. 78, Aiden Hafner. Big guys up front. See who.
Good pursuit from the backside.
Yeah, that's 76 that I saw run on there.
Okay.
Down about the 35-yard line. That is the. You know, it's fun, Coach, when you see guys, you know, that can just make people move. That's Chris Galindo, the nose tackle, the junior.
Okay. Yeah. All right, guys, we got 3rd and 4 here. Let's dig in.
Next
Get
Friday
tough.
night right here at the Frederick High School Stadium, the Golden Eagles will be taking on Silver Creek.
Silver Creek Raptors up next for the Frederick Golden Eagles. But right now you got 2.5 minutes left in this ball game, down 28-51. Scottsbluff right now getting some reps in for younger guys as they move the pile. And we got a little bit of chippiness after the play here, Coach. You know, not unexpected for guys to want to be competitive, to compete, but you got to contain those emotions, right?
Yeah. It's natural. Some of that, I mean, this is the game where people, you're doing things that you'd go to jail for in any other situation. So, yeah, you get a little frustrated at times, but it's really frustrating when they're able to just get that big pile moving like they just did there and pick up those 4 yards.
And you just chip away as best you can and hang tight if you're the Frederick Golden Eagles. 2 minutes to go here in this one. Coach Matt Lloyd looking out over the field as best as he can. Shotgun snap, high snap. Looks like it's going to be...
I think we got procedure possibly on this one.
Yeah, we'll see how this comes out. It's going to be a false start on the Scottsbluff Bearcats. Going to mark that one back. Wind's starting to pick up here. I'm in Golden Eagle Broadcast Network shorts and a t-shirt. Coach, you wore jeans. Good call by you. I'm not going to pull a Dante LeChuga and complain about the cold, but we're going to get into those games later in the season where it does get chilly. No doubt about that.
Jake, sometimes you should follow the old guy that's been a lifetime on the sideline.
So we will stay up here for the next minute and 20 seconds or so of this one.
There was a nice play. Again, blew it up in the middle of the field. Instead of getting that big push up front, got some defensive penetration. So, again, it'd be nice if we could stop them right here. In with a little positive gas for the defense that has really struggled in the second half.
You know, you had that tough third quarter after the fast start. The game starts up. You feel like things might be moving in a different direction, but then all of a sudden you have the big kick at the end of the first half.
Yep.
You're down 5, but still in it, and then all of a sudden that third quarter, it just gets away from you. You hang tough in the fourth, but you look back, a couple mistakes in that third quarter that just made it tough in this one, Coach.
Yeah, you know, we gave up that opening drive and then two pick sixes, and it just, like say, you looked up and all of a sudden you were out of the game before halfway through the quarter was even.
Well, Coach, it looks like we are about to wrap up here. It's been a fun one. Tonight's homecoming special broadcast has been brought to you by a talented crew of students here on GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I've been Jake Marsing, the advisor of GEBN, subbing in for Dante LeChuga. Been joined tonight by Coach Thad Lear, Mr. Lear in the Social Studies Department. Thank you so much for riding with us, Coach. Much appreciated.
Thanks for having me. It's been a fun time.
Absolutely. Filling in for Carly Evans, our director and associate producer of GEBN is junior Chloe Gould. Filled in for tonight by Wyatt Morrison, our camera operators. Our freshman Griffin Baldwin and Ethan DeLear. Production assistants tonight were Lily Silva and Hunter Vickers. Third member of our team down on the sideline is freshman Frida Wishman. Hey, be sure to join us next week for a big week at GEBN. We've got volleyball against Brighton on Tuesday, rivalry volleyball at Meade on Thursday, and of course we'll be back here for Friday Night Lights as an in-district football matchup between the Golden Eagles and the Silver Creek Raptors. It's a big week, and it'll be right here on GEBN. For everyone at FHS, I'm Jake Marsing. You've been watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Enjoy your homecoming.